I'm the real boy.
Bad daddy.
It keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does it keep kicking me in the dick?
Bad daddy. Not your son. Bad daddy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Uncommon. Welcome to Uncommon Gaming. Tonight, it is Tuesday, April 14th, 2020, and we are going to play Dungeons & Dragons with the sixth sexiest people in D&D. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause to these motherfuckers. I'm
A fucking dragon?
A fucking dragon, I forgot.
Hey, Sadra. Hey, Sadra. What the fuck? All right.
No, good. Get that energy. Let that energy flow. How's everybody doing?
Got back from a 3-ish mile walk.
Nice.
Yeah.
You do like the up and down hills into downtown Puyallup?
Typically I do that, but Jamie needed me to drop off some mail, so I went a different direction.
Okay.
Flat lands almost the whole time.
You're like living the world of that one game where you walk a bunch. Tell me
Walking simulator.
Yeah, I was gonna say Walking Simulator 2020.
The new
Are we talking about Animal
Kojima
Crossing?
No, the new Kojima one where it's like a desolate world full of
Death
ghosts.
Stranding.
Death Stranding. There it is.
He rides a bike.
For
like,
some of it.
Motorcycle.
He walks a lot.
That's fair.
See, I was thinking everybody's gone to the Rapture. Because that's a walking simulator.
Ooh, that one too.
Where you're just walking around like an empty city.
Is that?
That's the way it should be right now.
What's the? Are you the only one?
Yeah, because everybody's gone to the Rapture.
So Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, they just
Fallout
added new
76.
people in.
Fallout 76 is finally on Steam, and they added people.
About damn
And
time.
if you had your Steam account linked to your Bethesda account and you own Fallout 76, you got the Steam copy free.
Can I
So
still
I now
link
have
it?
it on Steam. I don't think you still can.
Oh, it was like a one-time thing if you happen to have it already.
Yeah.
That is fair.
What? Disappointing.
Don't. I mean, I enjoyed the little bit of time I had with it, but it's not like I'm thirsting for more 76 right now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. Kyle was like, "It's good," and I was like, "Cool," and I got all the fun I was gonna have out of it.
Well, yeah, it's good for a bit, but the issue is that it became very repetitive very quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I am gonna, because I mean, there's no harm in me trying it out now because the Wastelanders update was free.
Sure.
I got everything. Yeah, like I'm gonna try it again and hope that now that people are added to it and there's like factions and stuff like that, there's more to it. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold my fucking breath.
No, and that's Bethesda's got a huge development team, a lot of history. It could now be a fantastic game, but you only get one shot at first impression, and we're using this like quick release, fix it with the patch system way too frequently with video games. But
It's kind of like how No Man's Sky is a much better game now, but because its release was so shit, everyone just remembers it being a shit game.
yeah, oh, absolutely, and they made their money. Everything else was what, reputation holding? Anyway, we're here to play a game. I forget what it was. Is it Magic? Are we playing Magic tonight?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell
we just
yeah,
went for
woo!
Magic today.
We're
So
actually
we
playing.
just tilted our cameras down and show our fields. This is actually a 10-man commander game.
I'm actually I can't tilt my camera down.
7, my mistake.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, where'd you
We
get
can
the
put
10
yours on
from?
the wall. We can put yours on the wall. I don't know.
Hey!
I'll pull the number
I
out.
thought we
I'm
were doing
wearing
it all
pants
day.
today, kind of. Oh, I unplugged my headset and I can't hear anything.
We can hear you though.
Do shorts count as because I've been doing yard work all day in my shorts.
Shorts count.
Well, let me do for you a recap of last week's game, and I'm going to describe this probably as harshly as I can, just for fun. If for me, my fun at least, because it was a very enjoyable moment and series of events. For you, I'm sure it was a blast. I'm sure this retelling will bring back wonderful memories of adventure and drama. So, let's mosey on up. We kicked off last episode. Kia and Jabo on the ship, holding down the fort, making sure Kia rested. Kia resting on the boat to ensure she did not endure any more physical strain that would keep her from resting. Kia, who needed rest because she was at 3 to 4 levels of exhaustion, watched as an invisible fleet sailed past them around the island. Kia rushing to give chase, follow from a distance. They were quickly noticed in pursuit, and the pixie came under attack. It was too much, swiftly overwhelmed. The pixie trying as it could to get away and repair itself and keep everybody safe. The pixie sank. And Jabo, carrying Kia, swam through the water, I think coming up for air one time. I pictured this like really like 2-minute charge to the water and kind of leaping into the air for Kia's head to break the surface and, and then back onto the Minimos Island, where they had to track down the rest of the party because Joy, Kester, Shelf, and Nox went ahead, split the party a bit, and went to find Steven, who had been spotted traveling around and helping people party. Not keep their chill. Help people keep their chill? That guy at the party. They find Steven at the end of the next day. They find Steven, that's the words I'm looking for. After they party all day, they manage to come to, and they find Steven. Steven seems okay. Steven seemingly hasn't been affected by De Minimo's influence. The power and this force that's causing everyone to party just hasn't grabbed him yet. Party suspects drugs, some kind of mind-affecting drug, and they take some moment because they're also brink of exhaustion, lay down, camp for the night. They're awoken the next day by Jabo and Kia. Jabo, who carried Kia through the day and through the night, coming across the party where they were able to regroup, get themselves together, come up with a plan to move further into De Minimo's Island and kind of see what's going on. Find the clerics. Solve a mystery, maybe the problem. So they move inwards through the jungle, find themselves in a meadow, an open meadow, full of writhing and partying animals. Animals don't seem to be immune to the spell. They just all have congregated in this one mass of bugs and spiders and snakes, even a frisky kangaroo who got into a little bit of a kangaroo-on-kangaroo fight with Joy. You collected a little bit of the magical water, some berries, and you moved on. And chaos struck in the middle of the second day as you came to a clearing. A big, vast drop, cliffside, into another plateau rising up that is the capital of De Minimo's country. A large ruins. But it wasn't unoccupied. A large, ancient red dragon stood perched atop one of the high walls as armies of orcs, and goblins, and trolls, and giants were swarming through the city. And it looks like the red dragon you saw before. Even the chest he stole from you, thick chains dangling the chest around his neck like a dragon necklace, I guess. As this is where you now stand on the precipice of a cliff. Jungle to your right, jungle to your left. An immediate drop in front of you to down canyon below to another plateau that gives rise to the city that is currently swarming giants, goblins, ogres, trolls, orcs, and one really large dragon flying a banner. It looks to be Robad's banner, but scribbled out a bit and with a red dragon's face. etched into it. Nox, question.
So we do have giants now?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't
Oh
quite see them
my.
at first. They were blending in because they're stone giants.
Oh.
Okay.
Stone or stoned?
I mean, a little bit of
Amateur
column A, a little bit of column B. Give me a perception check, Kester.
Oh shit.
Also, thank you, Goner, for the sub. Thank you, Cedra, for the gift sub. And if I go far enough up, thank you, dear Kyle, for resubbing.
No problem.
All right. 10 perception check. I mean, the stone giants are made of stone.
Stone is stone after all.
What do you do?
I don't know. This isn't good, guys.
No, these are not good guys.
No, these look like bad guys.
Oh, maybe they're not so bad, man. Have you got to know them?
Have you?
Oh,
Actually, no,
man.
we have.
I'm gonna wait for our points to be punctuated by like the sound of a crashing building from a stone giant.
I mean, we have met one of them. I would assume they're bad guys.
Oh, what happened?
They ripped a hole in our ship.
Oh, it didn't look so bad.
We lost the entire roof. That box apparently was stolen from us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not cool. That was our stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, is that box? Oh, that's that box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
an explosive box.
What do I mean? What do you mean? What do we mean, Nox?
What do you mean that box? I remember saying something was stolen from us.
The box.
No, I know the. Where did the box come from?
That's the one that Steven
yes.
found when he was buying drugs. Remember, you gave him all that money to buy drugs, and he came back with a backpack that wasn't drugs.
And a new and a second belly button.
I think we were told not
I'm
to
just
tell
frustrated,
them.
Stephen. You
Actually,
said you weren't going to tell anybody about that, Stephen.
Oh, I didn't. Joy just did.
Also, I think Steven, didn't you tell us not to tell Nox about the box getting stolen?
I didn't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't remember.
No, I know that the dragon ripped off our roof for a box. Didn't realize
Magic
it was
box.
the same box that Stephen stole.
I feel like are you okay, man? I feel like maybe you just been in a weird headspace, brother.
Time to go back to the party and just drink alcohol.
Thinking about this, well, our ship is gone. There's this curse on the island that makes us party and dance. We can't get information because the dragon's attacking the place we were hoping to get it from.
Well, if you take some of those red mushrooms, you won't have to potty.
Okay, one problem solved. How
Wait,
would we be able to get in and maybe talk to someone here, even though it's chaotic, and maybe figure out what's going on?
Well, you just have to get past the massive army of death, destruction, and other fun things.
I mean, we're small enough. Might be easier. It's not like we're bringing an army for it. We're a small group of people. If we needed to get to the center, we might be able to.
I wouldn't want to risk it because one bad move and we're noticed by an army.
And I mean, really, all of us together took down 2 frost giants. I'm not sure how I feel about the army of stone giants, orcs, goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears. Insert stuff here.
Oh my.
With that comment, hey Casey, can I look around and see, like, just to clarify, it is those exact races. It's not a collaborative humans, orcs, everything.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, cool. That didn't, I lost my D20 app thingy. Okay,
Oh,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
add a 3 to this.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
hard to tell from this distance. There are definitely humans down there. You don't know if they're part of the army or not. It does seem to be definitely a collaborative effort of many races. You're just looking down and seeing humans going both ways in different directions. Whether they're citizens or army, yeah, you just don't know.
Well, guys, is there a way to I know we're not trying to get noticed, but do you think there's a way we can get in there without being noticed? Like, does the Rohan, whatever they're called, do they wear a certain type of uniform?
Anybody may give me a history check.
I will roll that history.
I will roll a history check. That sounds fun.
Okay. 14 or higher. You know that there's not necessarily a clothing, an abundant industrial complex in Robad's territory. The clothes they wear are either crude or stolen or raided, so you can look like anything.
Great.
Also, I'd also like to point out, we have the problem of actually getting to the city.
Oh man, there's got to be like a road. Just take the road, man.
Yeah, I don't know what other
That could happen.
Yeah, I don't know any other ideas, guys. But I was thinking, we just, as he said, take the road. When we get there, just start running in like we're attacking the place too, and try to get inside and get information.
Oh, that's a really good idea, J-Bo. We could just take the road. Right on, man.
Oh God.
I'm all well for any other ideas. So,
I mean, why would we go in there in the first place when there's an entire army attacking it? We came here to find out what sort of disturbance could be happening on this island, what could be going wrong, and we found it. It's the army attacking the capital city. Like,
you think the army is the reason why people are dancing and partying?
I think it could be linked. I think that finding out if it is linked isn't worth risking our lives. I mean,
what other options do we have? We don't have any other way off of this island.
Well,
if we can give me 2 weeks, I can build a boat.
I hope we can survive partying for 2 weeks.
Or 2 weeks of drugs.
Hey, I like that plan, Knox. I didn't know you were so cool.
Although in all actuality, I could build a raft if we get off here today. How well do you think we could all fit on 40 square feet?
For how long?
I'll do whatever it takes to not attack a literal army.
I didn't think we were going to attack them.
Didn't Kia say there was a fleet of in-laws or Loris's? There was a fleet of invisible ships on the way out.
It was in those, yeah, but I think they left. I think they all left. Don't quote me.
That would be nice.
It's just this island has gotten incredibly dangerous in the last few days.
I have a feeling that every place is going to be incredibly dangerous right now.
We don't have what it takes to take on something like I'm sure we're not going to take it on directly. Sure, we're going to attempt to stealth around it, but those are hordes, and if we get noticed even slightly, there's a chance more get brought down on us. And
this is the type of thing for an army, not for 6 people who are slightly special.
Hey, 7, dude.
You're more than slightly special, Steven.
I mean, it's really mean of him to leave out Kesta like that.
Very mean. Come on, man.
I mean, all he can do is wield a sword. You got those drugs, bud.
Oh, I have our swords.
Speaking of which, do you have your swords?
Yes, I have my swords. I got them back from that girl.
Okay.
But I didn't get the
remember
owl
if you did-
plushie back, and I've realized this now, and I've made a terrible mistake.
Oh man.
Don't worry, you can take it from that dead child's hands after the army has had its way with this place.
That's really
Oh.
dark, man. What
That's
happened
worse.
to you?
What the fuck?
Are you alright?
Jesus.
Oh man.
Ever since
Sorry,
the owl
the
there has gotten
impending-
dark.
The impending doom on the horizon has made me a little nihilistic.
Apparently, Jesus.
Only a little.
Important question, man.
I need to knock a little higher.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to make a short joke and it failed.
That was good. That's a callback. It took me a
That's a
second.
long callback. I had
Hey,
almost
repetition.
forgotten.
That's how comedy works.
Hey.
All right. So, what would you like to do? Oh, please continue your conversation. I'm gonna shut up.
I have a question,
Answers.
actually, for the DM. So, on the map,
Mhm.
ooh, that's really, really close and tight. How
That's what she
far is
said.
it? How far? God damn it! How far is it in between Dominimo's territory and Inlo's territory? Right here at this peninsula.
Hmm. On ship, couple hours.
What about on raft?
What about on bird?
What about?
I'm wondering how much just like actual distance. Like,
Yeah. I have a scale down here. 1 second.
Can I swim it in
you don't
3
need to
hours?
give me like an advanced like.
No. Let me just get my
Exact
quick
number.
scale. It's in my. That's a good question. We have the answers. We designed this map with those answers in mind. So.
Sorry about the sun, everybody. It's coming back again.
Oh no.
Here comes the sun.
Do 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 do.
I'd say. So what you have?
And it sucks all night.
Give me a history check,
Oh.
Knox, and you can roll it at advantage.
Yay. If my thing will open. Come on, please. Open. Sesame? Do I need to say open? There we go.
There you go. You had to say
Yeah,
sesame.
Sadra's right. Where's Tom when you need him?
19.
All right.
Should be getting home soon.
Yeah, super easy. All right. So
You should already be home, Larry.
Oh.
what you have here is there are two options. There is another island in between you and Inlo's territory.
Oh, I just thought that was part of Dominimo.
It is Dominimo's island. It's just smaller and
But
off the shore a bit.
It looked like it was connected.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Because of the house there.
Yeah.
And between those two, between the landmasses on each side of that island, like if you were to sail to the island, go around it, sail to the other island, are two 30-mile stretches. The other side, the straight to Inlo side, is a 50-mile stretch. You know that the Pixie, its movement is...
Was.
I mean, I'm sure it's not dead.
3 miles an
We
hour.
hope.
So you could do the hops between the island and the Pixie to about 10 hours.
You know what happens to an invasive plant when you scatter its pieces all over the place?
Oh no.
Terminates. Which is why we need to find it fast.
I would like to find the pixie if we could. That's a thing that I would like to do. I would like it more than marching into that capital.
But that is an option we have. Is just going to the north of this island, taking 2 days to build a small raft for all of us, and sailing off. Wait, no, I'm level 8. 1 day.
What's the
we-
skill you're referencing so I'm tracking?
Fabricate. Fabricate allows me to build. It allows me to build with one spell 4 10 by 10 blocks, which can all be like I could have one long one, a square one, so on and so forth. So with 2, I can get 2 large rafts and like get them together.
This was... Well, you're a Forge
Fabricate's a
Cleric, right?
Yeah, 4th level spell.
Oh,
I get it
4th
as
level
Forge Cleric.
spell. DD Beyond... I was looking at your abilities.
Fabricate's a cool spell. I remember the time some of my players used it to build an entire dock so that they had like a new place to like get to easily, so they could skip over parts of travel when they came back.
Nice.
Nox, your idea sounds pretty good. But how long will it take us to get up there?
That's a good question. But we'd also circumvent all of this.
And he like points at the.
Oh yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I just need to know a time frame. So if it's gonna take 5 days to get up there and another day to make the raft, we're looking at 6 days. Something like that.
You know you're in the center of the
as
island.
Soon as we...
And it took us 2 days
2
to
days?
get here.
Mhm.
So two days to get up there, but in the second day I could build it. Like as part of the second day. It's not a separate day, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also could take a couple extra days and get a better raft.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just I'm not going to strong arm anybody into any decisions. I'm just saying I personally would prefer not to go, and I just gesture at the capital.
It's fair. I mean, it sounds like a logical idea. Just remember, though, we may not have enough drugs, and some of us, thinking of myself, might not be immune to, might not have the same effects as you guys on the drugs.
Don't know until we try.
I agree.
Most I can do is
might have some road bumps. Is all I'm saying.
I can also give people a fighting chance once a day.
Well, if you can help me identify which ones of the mushrooms are red, we can gather more of the drugs on our way.
oh right, your color. I forgot your color swapped.
Is that the actual effect of the mushroom? Is just palette swaps?
A little bit. It's,
Okay.
it's,
Like-
it's going to give her some disadvantages on perception checks.
Okay.
Well, shall we start looking for drugs and start moving to the coast?
Hey, I've never heard a better sentence in my life, man. Beach drug party. Beach drug party.
All right. Well, at least one person has to be with Joy while she scavenges, and yeah, I'll do
I'm
that.
good.
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
you might be the best one with your nature abilities.
What can you see with your robot eyes?
Robot eyes to find nature.
Hey, if you
My
see
brand of robot eyes.
if you see any with like tinges of like pink on the underbelly, grab some of those too.
Okay, I'm marking that down. Can I have one of the red ones so I can bring it with me and match it up?
Yeah, I got like 3 left, man. Here you go.
That's
Thank you.
actually perfect. You'll have something to direct reference.
Hmm. I mean, after rolling a crit fail, I need all the help I can get.
So the plan is to move north to the beaches. Are you trying
While
to,
looking for drugs.
while looking for drugs? Are you trying to move to the island hopping location or the straight shot location?
Up to you, guys.
Island hopping sounds better. It's safer.
All right,
Less-
island
less
hopping it is.
dragony.
Okay. So you start moving forward. You start moving north. I need one of you to give me a survival check at advantage. Not a guidance opportunity.
Not a guy.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
It's just an all day. Yeah, it's an all day check.
gotcha.
That might be best from the ranger.
I mean, it's
I
actually
don't.
well,
I don't
yeah.
know what mine
Effects.
might look like.
All right.
Okay. You, based off of Nox's memory and a hastily drawn map in the sand, begin to move yourself from critical feature to critical feature. First thing you're doing is you're wrapping around the cliffside, pacing away from it about 100 feet, and you're connecting yourself to a small river. A river you identified as flowing into the cliffside on the north side. You follow that river up to the north. It should take you close to the beach. You parallel in that direction for the second half of this day as the sun begins to go down. You know that you are somewhere between 8 to 12 hours away from the beach. You have collected... Go ahead and give me 2d6. And then a d4.
Okay. Oh,
You,
nice.
you only managed to find 3
Oh.
of the red mushrooms, but 4 of the ones with the pink underbelly. Your survival, you just kept pushing through the bushes and the trees, and the fungus just kept coming up pink every time you stepped onto him. So Steven will step up to you as you pick the pink mushroom. He goes, "Oh man, can I have it?"
Sure. I'll give you it for a red one.
All right, man.
Each one of the reds cost a pink.
Oh, I only have 2 reds left.
I guess you're gonna have to find some more reds, Steven. Get to work.
All right, man. Fucking deal. And he will wander off into the woods shortly after you set up camp. Give me a persuasion check, please. And that'll be his survival check. Okay. He comes back. He's like, I could only find 3, man. Is that all right?
3 more?
Well, yeah, man. I got 5 now. You got 5 pink ones, right?
No, Steven. I've got 4, but if you want to give the extra, you're all the welcome to.
Nah, I'm good, man. I gotta save it for the bar when you find more pink ones, man.
Smart on you.
I'm kind of a smart drug dealer. Looks like we lost somebody. We'll fix that real quick with this button. We're going to be misaligned for a minute, but he'll trade you his 4 reds for
Nope.
your 4 pinks.
Yep, no problem there.
Who do we lose? Oh, Amanda.
So that puts us at 4 plus the one he originally
You have
gave
7.
us plus the 3. We have 8.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wish we were as good at finding loots as we are at finding drugs.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's too bad. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. Hopefully, if not, we'll buy him a new one.
Yeah.
Was that one really special, Joy? You seem really down about this thing.
It was Anthony's, and I miss Anthony.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll reunite with him after we find his loot.
After we survive.
After we- um, I-
So, you begin to settle in for the night. I need a watch, and I need the first 2 perception checks.
I'll be third watch.
I'll go
Check first
first.
one. Oh, cool. I guess me and Joy first.
Okay.
And I will have a passive 13 as I rest
Okay.
for the 6 hours.
Thank you for the reminder. Now,
I guess I'll go second watch since no one took second.
okay. So first thing we're gonna do is give me a. Well, we'll start with that perception check. So, you begin to set up camp. You begin to settle in. You're tired. You've been traveling for 2 days straight. You're trying to get to rest and move on as quickly as possible. Is my assumption. Anything you want to do before you kind of rest in for the night?
No.
Okay. You're allowed to.
I just have the plan of before the same thing before the sun comes up. I'll wake everybody else up
Okay.
because I'll be out of sentry mode by then.
Too easy.
Oh, I'll be third watch. I was gonna do that. But okay.
Okay. Make sure my.
I will help you wake them up then. I'm the alarm clock.
Okay.
If you don't do it before me, I'm gonna do it by the end.
You're the alarm clock, which means you're gonna yell at me, and I'm gonna slap you in the face to shut up for 5 minutes, and we'll do that 30
For
times.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Until he starts wiggling and dancing in his sleep.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
See, I just have like I just have awesome music play so that I want to wake up.
That used to work, but then it just ruined those songs for me.
That's fair.
So, first night shift, 18 and a 12 on your perception. Joy and Kester, you notice pretty swiftly that there's something in the distance moving around in the woods. Doesn't seem to be moving towards you, but past you. It's a large group. You're unsure about how far away they are.
Do you think that's an army?
You said we're not sure how big it is.
You're not sure how many or how big of a size of how big's the element or creature unknown. It's making a lot of noise. It could be really close. It could be really far, and a lot of people.
Can we? Because you said we can hear a noise. Can you focus in to try to assert like footstep amounts, or is that based off the earlier perception check?
It's based on the earlier perception check. You're definitely allowed to change the situation you're under and reroll, which means getting closer.
Ooh.
And I will go ahead and
How
start.
sneaky can you be?
Not very. I do okay, but
What
I'd rather
about
just keep
you?
an eye watching for them to get here.
That's fair.
Ramor is too slow to get out there. Otherwise, he would be an option, but yeah, we might need to change him if we need him to do scouting.
But do we just sit tight?
I think so. They don't seem to see us. If we keep an eye out on them, as long as they don't get too close, no need to be worried. Just make sure we tell the next watch.
Sounds good. I could shift into an animal form and go see if I can get close. If it would be useful.
Okay, if you want to do that, try not to get farther than 120 feet. I'll contact in about a minute.
All right, sounds good. I will. Let's see. It's nighttime. I'm gonna turn into a cat.
Okay. You transform. You watch as Joy's form in the moonlight shrinks to a tiny size, and she becomes a black cat.
Meow.
And you scurry off into the forest.
Yep, I'm gonna head out and see if I can get close enough to see what is going on without getting too far away from my wizard friend.
Okay, give me survival, perception, and stealth.
Jesus. Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. I have no idea why it keeps rolling double, but that is okay. 27 to 20 and a 21. So you manage to get to the 120 foot away from the camp. It's farther out. It's not close enough for you to really change your perception check. You're able to go closer if you'd like, and you can keep those rolls still. But at 120 feet,
Yes, I'm gonna meow back at Kester and then head further out into the woods.
When she meows, I'll ping her with a message to see what's up. What are you thinking?
Can she reply in cat form?
She can indeed, because
I
it's
can't
in the
see
mind.
anything, so I'm going further.
No, because you whisper
Sendings
back.
in your mind.
Yeah, sendings in your mind. You're thinking of sending.
Target, no Beyonce.
So you get meow 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 meow.
Worth it.
Yeah, probably no whisper one you can hear. That's unfortunate. Meows. I don't know what those means.
So what would you do?
Ping back. I have no idea what that means.
Nice job.
Can you meow in Morse code? Meow. Meow 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 meow. I'm sorry.
That's this meow in Morse code. That's the plan.
I don't know why I did that.
It's a great idea. I'm gonna borrow
Connor's
it.
a little tired.
I'm gonna continue to meow at Kester as I walk away in the hopes that the meows get quieter so that he knows I'm walking away.
The whisper, the second whisper, when you reach out and tell her that you have nothing, you can't understand her. There's no response. She's moved out of the range, and the meows in the distance. Unless are you being really loud? Are you being loud enough that he can hear them 120 feet away?
Probably not.
Okay, that's a completely reasonable thing for you to do, and you will move.
So
you've lost
I will
contact
keep
with
trying
Joy.
to ping her.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, we'll give her 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna go after her.
Okay.
Bare minimum amount of trust.
How? So you keep moving out, Joy, and you're being stealthy. You're being slow. You're moving through this. It's the woods. It's the forest, but it's a nice, open, easy, mossy forest. And you follow the sounds of that seem to be multiple footsteps. It's becoming clear as you get closer that there are multiple sets of footsteps, multiple sizes of creature, and with different cadences. So
Can I tell how many creatures or no?
If you get closer, I'm giving you incremental information as you get closer at higher risks.
Okay. I will keep going quietly and stealthily for a little bit further.
Go ahead and give me another stealth check. Okay, 13. As you move forward, using brush and trees and trying your best to stay out of the moonlight, you see a large foot, especially from your height and your angle, slam into the ground. And lumbering over you, stepping just 5 feet away from you, is a large stone giant. He seems to be flanked on multiple sides by a couple of orcs, goblins, and a singular troll. And they're moving north, paralleling your camp.
I will slowly go back to camp.
Okay. Kester, about 3 minutes go by and you haven't seen Joy yet.
Okay, we're gonna go look for her.
How are you doing it?
We'll move out to the first 120-foot mark. Try to ping out for a while. See if we get anything.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your stealth check, please.
Oh, yay, this is gonna go great. Oh, actually, first things first, I'm telling Jabo. Because I don't know if he can hear me, but I think he can.
Yeah, I'll I'll instantly respond back like,
Roger that. No problem. I got the place covered.
and I'll hightail it up like one of the trees, go back into sentry mode, aimed directly at the group of people that are actually sleeping, like a security camera, like best angle possible. Because I imagine when I'm in sentry mode, I'm not supposed to move my head around or anything. That's like my thought process.
That sounds fair.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
He's actually standing up like a cat on the branch, and he's looking down at us with this security camera look.
I'm just really relying on your hearing to pop you out of it
19
more.
for the stealth.
Okay. Yeah, you move forward slowly. The sound is distant and it seems to be passing, and you get to 120 feet out.
Nothing.
Well, so you cast message.
Yeah, we'll cast message out.
Okay.
Try to ping her. See if I can hit her.
What do you say?
If you can hear me, meow twice.
You do hear the Kester in your head as you approach the camp.
I'll meow twice.
Okay, we'll ping back. Meow 3 times for your coming back. Twice for your continuing.
I'll meow 3 times.
Wait for her to get back.
With a little bit of good communication and planning, Kester and Joy, you make it back to the camp with the knowledge that there is a small force, at least a squad-sized element, moving north in the direction, it looks potentially in a paralleling or intersecting path with your journey tomorrow.
So we'll have to fight them. Or we may have to fight them.
I feel like no matter what we do, we're facing this army.
Meow 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow. Meow.
Joy, stop being a cat. I can't understand you.
I'll sit
I
down.
don't speak cat. I'm sorry.
Turns back to human. Still
Why can't we
meows.
get away from this army? It's really starting to bother me.
It's like it's an invading force, and that's what happens when you have an invading force.
How
They
did we
divide
end
and they
up in the
conquer.
place where there was an invasion happening?
That's a fair question. Trouble seems to fall. I'll be honest. You know how like some people look for trouble, and other people trouble finds them.
Yeah,
We're definitely the latter.
you know, I wasn't always the latter.
Mm.
Would that be
What
an
changed?
amazing campaign where no trouble ever happens and you just role play dinner and a day job?
Well, I mean, that's yes.
I have that system. The complication is that you're a roided out FPS like Duke Nukem character who doesn't know how to live a regular life.
So you try, but it's really hard.
Yeah, it's the system's all out of bubblegum.
Make a check for having a normal conversation. Oh no, you punched him.
Actually, that's how the game works.
This
Is it's like roll to open a bank account. You burn down the bank.
Oh,
I kind of want that.
I want to play that. That sounds
no.
amazing.
I feel like that's just the movie Rambo.
A tiny pink shoe just fell from the sky.
What?
Outside your window in
Yes.
day?
Yes, literally.
All right, so
Okay.
so you find yourself back in. It's coming close to the time where your shift ends.
Definitely
So
left.
we wake up.
So,
Shelt. Is
And
Shelt
let's-
the only one on second watch?
Hey, no, man, it's me too.
Oh, hey, Steven.
Hey.
I'll relay information and then go to sleep.
yeah, same.
So, Shelt, give me a perception check, please.
Do good, boy.
Hey, Shelt. I've been working on those pink mushrooms, man. You want to try some?
What do they do?
Oh man, it's the best. So, like, first your toes they start tingling, right? You ever had tingle toes?
Usually it means that you need to start a fire, but because tingle then numb, but
Oh, because it's cold. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good. I've never tried cold tingle. That's cool, man.
it's not fun.
Oh, but this is
Okay.
right. So they feel all numb and tingly, and then the feeling kind of moves up your leg, and then like you can't feel your legs anymore, and so you just punch your legs, right? And they're just like you don't feel it. It's so weird. And then you try to walk, right? And the game is we point to like an object at the distance, and the first person who could walk there and get it wins, man.
So those sound interesting, but I wouldn't want to take them when our entire thing we're going to be doing tomorrow is walking.
Oh, I mean, it only lasts like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, that's 4 or 5 hours that we need to be walking. But I'll tell you what, when we get there, we might take like a day or two to like let us get like a good raft to get across the water. So when we get there, then we can play your Tingle Toes game. How's that sound?
What if there was a prize for Tingle Toes?
We can spend tomorrow while we walk trying to come up with a prize.
No, man, I've got prizes.
Oh,
Of
what
course he does.
prizes do
drugs.
you have?
It's a mystery prize, man. You can't spend this much time on Dominimo without finding some cool shit. I've got cool prize number 1 behind Tingle Toes door.
He has the loot. I'd never forgive him for not telling me.
All right. Well, you could take some tickle toes right now, but I'm gonna. There's orcs out there, and I would rather be able to stay on my toes.
Yeah, I guess that's the adult thing to do.
I find I'm better at killing things when I can run at them.
Yeah. But I'm cool though, right?
Yeah, you're cool. We don't we don't want you to fight anyways, so it's okay if you're out.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be right here with the tingle toes.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching in the direction that they pointed out.
You spend the rest of your shift, and it's quiet. It's a high moon. You don't see any movement. It's actually surprisingly quiet, as you notice again that there aren't any animals or nature sounds happening.
And also because of my nat 1, I've gone deaf.
You're
for this entire watch.
physically deaf. But nothing happens. And near the end of your shift, you notice that your companion has started punching his own leg and giggling. You can't even feel it, man. So cool. I'm gonna try to. And he stands up. He tries to stand up. He falls down, and he's looking at his legs, and he's like willing him to move. And he's pulling his knees around, and he spends a good like 4 minutes giggling at himself before falling back asleep.
All right. I'll go wake up. Third watch. That was it was Connor, and then Jabo would wake up on his own by now because his sentry bode's only
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wake up Nux and I let him know. I'm like, yeah. So apparently, Joy and Kester saw movement like a band of orcs off, and I'll point on that direction. They seem like they might be on parallel or intercept course with the way we're moving. So I've been keeping my eyes out. I haven't seen or heard anything. I don't know if they know we're here, but I mean, I'll be honest with you. I would still rather face that small group than have gone to the capital. I'm sure we can take them, and if we do have to fight them, I'm sure we can keep them from reporting back that we're out here.
I mean, if nothing else, I can delay them for a little bit. Like, I make walls of fire now.
I go to bed.
All right.
Did he just freak you out with that, or
a little bit?
So, Nox and Kia?
Yep.
Give me perception checks. And Kia, you can remove your last level of exhaustion.
Yay! It's finally gone.
All right, everybody in chat, put down bets on how long it'll be until Kia's exhausted again.
And for how many?
a week?
Yeah.
A week,
Oh.
and she'll have 5 this time.
Can we bet our piles points?
Yeah.
Just asking.
I need like a wager piles points. That'll be good.
Yeah, like a wager X.
Yeah.
Are you able to give people points?
No, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Oh, damn. That's
That'd be
unfortunate.
great. Like you have pile points now. I do have like this one I can just redeem like infinitely because I have infinite points.
Oh no! 2 controls! We're screwed.
Why?
Oh, 3!
One more. Yay. No, one
Comedy
more
of
third.
3s.
You guys aren't doing
guys.
anything fast
Negatives
enough.
make
Trouble.
positives.
That is the DM's power, though, to just cause all the fucking trouble he wants.
True.
Hey,
Alright.
Kia, look, it's 12 stone giants running at us. I might as well start drinking now.
Yes, that's not. It has 10 minutes.
Nope, they're running in a line. There's 12 behind the 12.
Oh no.
Oh, there's 144.
Yes.
They're in a 12 by 12.
That's how stone giants fight in armies, right?
I mean, yeah, I think I read
guess.
that in a history book somewhere.
12 by 12s.
They fight like the Roman legion. Like, the front half is all spears, and the back half is all we're gonna throw rocks.
That's a phalanx. Oh,
That sounds
never mind.
terrifying. Can they please not be tactical?
I mean, they could definitely be tactical if you want them to be tactical.
I would
No,
hope they didn't.
let's not fight an army of stone giants, please.
All right. Well, your watch with a 15 and a 12 goes pretty well. Pretty quiet. The sun begins to rise near the end of your shift, and Jabo, your internal robot alarm goes off.
Drug time, everyone. Drugs.
Hey! drugs. Who wants tingle toes?
Don't take the pink stuff.
Oh.
It makes it so you can't walk.
I want the red stuff.
Yeah, I've got 8 of them. So, well, we got 6 people. We got 2. We need to find 4 more by the end of the night.
I'm getting ready to cast Beacon of Hope again.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
All right. So, whoever takes the mushrooms,
Yep, I'm taking
you
one.
may make a will saving throw, or you can fail it on purpose.
I'll fail on purpose.
If you fail it on purpose for the second time,
Uh-oh.
and that would only be Joy, your vision recovered late last night before the sun went down. And each of you... Oh, by the way, is anybody not failing on purpose? You're
I'm
gonna,
not taking
you're gonna roll
it.
against
Maybe
it?
up to fate.
I'm not taking the drugs. I'm gonna chance it with my advantage on wisdom.
I'm with Nox.
Okay, let's
We
handle
gotta-
those first. So, Kia, you take this drug and you actively try to resist its effects. Give me a will saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm leaving it to fate, guys.
Nox,
Well, I guess Jabo gets to find out if drugs work on him.
Shell,
for
you
Nox casts the Beacon of Hope again.
right after Kia. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get your beacon of hope in a second. So, Shell, you're taking the drug.
Yeah.
Nox, you're
Not
not.
resisting.
Okay. Your vision also goes a bit red, swirling colors, green and red swapping blue and yellow. Everything looks a little distorted, but you can still make out the environment. Nox, you are not taking the drug, and you're going to do your spell in a second. Kester,
I'm with Nox. We're not going to take it.
you're not going to take it. And Joy is failing on purpose. Jabo is failing on purpose. Jabo, you see the color swirl. Again, just as I've described before, red and green swap yellow and blue, and they get a little fuzzy. Your perception checks will be at a disadvantage today. Joy. Red and blue become black.
Oh,
Oh.
that's weird.
Yellow and green become white. Most of the world, especially in this jungle, it's shining back at you, black and white and distorted colors, becoming very difficult to focus.
I imagine it's mostly white.
Yeah, that's fair. The sun is shining a deep. Wait, it's red and blue,
White.
green and white.
Yellow
Yeah,
and green.
Everything.
Shut
It's white.
So white.
yeah, everything is so white.
Oh my god, did I die? This is what Granny said heaven would look like.
No, how does Granny know?
No.
Has Granny
I don't
died?
she's a paladin.
Good enough for me.
Everything's
clear-
just wait. Joy, are you alright? Everything's just kind of loopy.
Everything's this is not the same as it was yesterday. Everything is really bright.
Well, I maybe it's just got more you have, the worse it gets.
I don't know, maybe I should have taken the Tinkle Toast method today.
I don't know if that would have worked. It doesn't sound by the name of it a mental drug or physical.
Oh no, it's trippy, but no, it's not like it's physically trippy, like your legs and you trip a bunch.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That doesn't sound fun.
Steven, what did you take?
Oh, I have this thing here, and he pulls out a small rolled piece of parchment and lights it up and begins to actively smoke something that's rolled in paper. This one's kind of like it's got a couple uppers in it, but mostly hallucinogen. I'm gonna see like spiders for like an hour, but that's cool because I've
okay.
come to terms with spiders.
Well, if there's any left by tomorrow, we may ask you to pass it if you'd like.
I mean, that's a long time to puff pass, but maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure you got more in there.
Maybe. All right, so those who are rolling against the willpower, to minimum the power of Minimo's mind, begins to try to force its way into your own, and Nox casts what was the name of it again?
Beacon of Hope.
Beacon of Hope, and every one of you may roll at advantage. It's Kester, Kia, and Nox.
Oh, thank God for advantage.
I mean, I think I would have had advantage either way, being, charm.
Charmed?
Nope. Yeah, I have advantage against charmed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The three of you managed to stave off the effects again for the day, and while your friends are kind of looking at their fingers and the light, the new colors, and Joy is, I don't know, how is Joy reacting?
I'm seriously considering how I could make sunglasses.
Joy, do you need to hold on to me or something? You seem to and just keep your eyes closed. Maybe we can make you some sort of covering for your eyes if you're.
I'm gonna. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, you can hold on to me while we walk today. I'll make sure you don't stumble over anything or whatever.
If anyone's got like a dark, thin piece of fabric, that might help.
I actually would probably have, because I keep at least one disguise on me. My merchant's outfit would probably have something like that in it, like a scarf or something.
Yeah, as you look at it, it's got a nice deep blue scarf. It looks like it'll do the job.
I'll hand it over to her.
I'm gonna tie that around my eyes.
As you wrap it around, you pull it, you press it, you open your eyes, and you look through the fabric. The colors shift around a bit. You see more in grayscale now. You start to see the outlines of objects again.
That's a little better, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We have to keep you functional.
Yeah, through the blue filter of the scarf and the mix of the blue and the green, you see grayscale. So,
I've got nothing but metal in my inventory. Sorry.
put this on your eyes, clunk.
What, you can't
Nox,
do
make
that?
it-
Little holes in it.
Make an Iron Man suit, Nox.
I can do that if we allow UA.
Oh no.
Gotta keep you guys a little. Y'all are too creative. So,
Well, no, there's an artificer subclass from the most recent UA that is. It literally lets you be Iron Man. You get heavy armor proficiency, and it becomes your body. It replaces any lost limbs, and you can shoot laser beams out of the hand.
That's literally Iron Man.
Yep.
done.
And
Next character.
Yeah.
So
it makes me think of, because I've been playing the 5e conversion for Star Wars, and I have a Mandalorian that's an armorer.
By the way, I watched a little bit of your SOTOR stream after the fact, and I was like, oh, of course he's a bounty hunter. There was no other option.
Nope.
I'm a little jealous. Okay.
Larry, if you're gonna call me a nerd, have the courage to do it on the stream.
Nerd.
He called me a
got
nerd.
it.
Be like Casey.
Everybody just be a little bit more like Casey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break so we can refocus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all on me. 5-10 minutes. We'll be right back, and we'll continue with this trip through the jungle as the armies of...
This trip.
Well, you don't have a name yet. So the armies of the dragon move parallel them on the forest. I'm going to hit the Bad Daddy button.
Bad
Hell
day.
yeah.
Bad Daddy.
It keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does it keep kicking me in the dick?
Bad Daddy. Not your son.
Daddy. I'm a real boy.
Real boy.
Bad Daddy.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
Bad Daddy. Nacho sub. I mean, they hear some of what you're saying, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm Uncommon.
No.
Round number 2. I actually need to get the third version. I have not picked it up yet.
There's a third version of Bad Daddy?
There
now?
is. It was in the art channel last week. It was shared.
Oh.
I just never got around to.
We have Bad Daddy technology you wouldn't even be able to imagine.
We have the technology. We can rebuild the $1 million Bad Daddy.
We just have oh man,
What cheap porno was this?
cheap. Excuse me. Have you seen this production value? There's
Oh, you're right. You're right. I
an
apologize.
animated
I apologize.
background.
We have a sponsor from
apologize.
Angry Orchard. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
By the way, this has been in my stream since day one. Angry Orchard, why haven't you approached us?
You're right. You're right. How dare they?
I would take that sponsorship if that were a thing.
That'd be a great sponsorship. Are you kidding me?
That's why he said he'd take it.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say I'm against you. I'm trying to follow with.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Connor.
That's right. We're gonna use that sound
Like-
clip. I'm gonna get us some sponsors. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. The group deciding that they just weren't feeling up to a whole Dragon Army fight. They said, "Nah, bro."
I mean, I would have taken it, but I also don't know any better.
That's kind of our general MO, though.
Like trouble happens.
We're
and you
gonna
just-
help, and nope.
It's too much, man.
This
Hey,
is
Casey, how about you give us something we can overcome?
Like, hey, here's a 500-foot wave. Hey, there's a pirate in North Sea that's a Rakshasa. You guys want to deal with the Rakshasa demon? No? Okay. How about this giant red dragon? No? Okay. Oh, hey, here, how about the same red dragon, but with an army now?
giving you nothing you can't handle.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is almost like watching One Piece, but every time they get to an island and they're like, "Oh no, we're in danger," they go, "No, I'm good. Let's go to the next island. The log piece is set for the next island. Let's go."
There was only one thing I saw. I saw one way of us getting through the dragon fight,
Not
and
taking
then
the
you added giants.
not taking the Roshaka surprised me.
I thought, we just go up to the dragon and be like, yeah, we want to be a part of your country. Please give us your stamp. Thank you.
Please hire us.
Sure, that's a way. Infiltration.
Here's
Damn
my
it, Trevor.
resume.
Damn you, Trevor!
What?
They
Well,
heard
why-
that pun.
Why am I being? What did I do?
You said then he would fire us.
I did not say that.
I
heard
just
that.
heard that
Hilarious,
come out
though.
of your mouth, Trevor.
You heard no such
I'm in
thing.
danger. All
Someone
right,
clipped that. Someone clipped that, so I have my evidence.
Do it yourself.
y'all,
I
focus. We took a whole break to focus up. Focus.
Sorry.
Bring the focus, ladies and gentlemen.
You
you're
wanted
moving through
energy,
a
and the
forest.
energy-
Focus your energy.
You get one. You're moving through the forest. All right, so you're moving through the forest. Let me get one person with a survival check for the day and a group stealth check, please. If you want to, you don't have to.
I'm going.
You
with
will move
those
slower
are-
with the stealth
Neither
check.
of those are good for me.
Shit.
Neither of those are good for me either.
So no stealth or stealth? Are you moving stealthily?
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Maybe we just try it out.
I think maybe the
I can
rogue.
stealth.
Oh,
Well, all of you. A
Stealth.
group.
I've got a
Everybody
+8
must stealth. One person survival.
Oh,
Oh yes.
I misunderstood you.
And because I clearly did not communicate well enough.
Do I have advantage on the
has someone
survival?
You do have advantage on the survival.
Okay, I don't know why. I'm just asking.
It's a good
I have
question.
Do I have
Disadvantage on
disadvantage on
stealth.
stealth?
No, not be. I'm going to actually
Wow,
give you
that's a
your
lot of
perception
survivals.
back because of the blue.
I
The blue on green is a really good save for you.
Then I
Okay.
did okay on stealth.
Let me go ahead and do my accounting for all of these stats. So you rolled okay. There are a couple loud dwarves in the group. Literally a couple of
Oh,
loud
wait,
dwarfs.
my roll didn't go through. 1 second.
Oh yeah, the
sorry.
druggie.
I can't see my roll.
It's
There's
a 6.
only a couple of dwarves in
There
the
we go.
group.
Well, one dwarf wears heavy armor, and the other dwarf has tingle
Hi.
feet right now.
Oh, nah, man.
I'm
I mean,
surprised he's still
kinda.
walking.
I mean, it's gone back to the toes, man. I just might trip
Okay.
a few times.
I can see it on the stream, but I can't see it on my
Can
computer
I?
still.
How do I get heavy armor like you, Nox?
I can build it for you whenever we have time and money and iron.
Time, money, and iron. I got money and I've got time. Where do we get iron?
You buy it.
Oh,
Actually, wait.
is that easy?
What? Actually, no. If you just have money and time, like, I can just build you a basic suit of armor.
Okay, how much for like the best? Like, I want to flex on people with my armor.
That's 1,500 gold, and I was working on getting that for us, and then they stole all my iron.
Oh man, I've had a really good week. I might be able to scrounge up, yeah, a little more than that actually. These people really like buying drugs.
It is the
Steven, what?
Island.
These people like really buying drugs, man. I sold so much.
No. The amount before what?
What, man?
Wait.
What do you think I do when you're on adventures, man? I fucking deal.
I mean, that's fair. We
Give
did
him money.
bring.
What?
We
Makes sense.
did. We did bring a drug dealer with us. It makes sense.
I've never not
I
been
also-
stacked, Nox.
I've also given him money to sell.
It-
Why did you need to borrow money from me to get drugs?
He didn't borrow money. We
Oh.
gave him his share.
That was a really big reset. Definitely at one point.
Just because
I just realized no one else knew that I gave you money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nox,
I have some questions now. Like, you
Let's
of
get
all
moving,
people.
guys. Let's keep moving, huh?
He's really funding a huge enterprise here. He helped out a lot of people get some good drugs just the other day.
Wow, Nox starting a drug empire?
I really didn't consider I guess he would have a stock in the empire. Kind of starting capital funds at a percentage. I guess some of this is yours, man. My
Nox
bad.
is just walking, like his hand in his head.
hey, look, Nox. Now you have drug money.
I'll
You're
hold on.
just as bad as all of us.
Are you accepting the dirty money, Nox?
Although I suppose Chrolome is the god of freedom, so he would
Didn't-
want me to have this
Didn't
money.
you?
But if he really wants me to have this money, he would. Yeah, no. If he wanted me to have this money, he
No-
wouldn't have given it to
Nox.
Steven in the first place. And if I
Nox.
hadn't given it to Steven in the first place, he wouldn't.
He
have
has moral issues. That's why he's talking it through.
Yeah, Nox is having a moral crisis here
It's
right
okay.
now.
It's okay, Nox. He didn't buy drugs with that money. Remember, he came back with that puzzle box.
Oh, I guess he really doesn't have like any stock. That's a real good point, Joy. Nox, that dragon's your fault, man.
I would like to say, Steven, I did give you money for the first pile of drugs. And then you said, oh, I need a little bit more. So I gave you more money, and then you just stole the box.
I
thought
mean,
the
I think
first
it went
one-
down a little different than that, man. I believe that, like, yes, you bought the first amount of drugs, and then you volunteered the second, man. I'm not much of I'm kind of a charismatic dude, man, but you just were kind of hard up on me having drugs for some reason.
Yes, because when you didn't have drugs, you were bad.
All right, fine. All right, fine. You have stock. You have stock in Steven's Drugaporium. That's cool. Herbs
I'll
and
just
stuff.
kind of like lean over to Kaz and be like, so we're never letting him forget this, right?
Oh, of course not.
Okay, cool.
Hey, and Nox, weren't you the one who told us who adamantly didn't want to come here?
Yes, Nox didn't want to come here.
Yeah, I mean, now we know he was right.
Well, yes, but what I'm saying is that this all goes back to Nox and Steven's adventures with drugs.
Does it? I don't know about that.
If we hadn't have gotten the box, the dragon wouldn't have had the box.
Well, yeah,
if
but
the dragon have had the box, there might not be an army on the Minimu.
okay, well, we would still be on the minimum though.
We would still be on the Minimu, but we'd be in a better place probably.
What do you think's in the
That's
box?
What action is that?
Well, I
Nox?
mean, it knocked me out.
The
It does do a
box?
very big it does a very big psychic attack thing.
Oh yeah, by the way, the dragon has a magic box.
Box
That's
gonna
just-
knock you out.
Did the people you stole
Oh
it,
no.
the people you bought it from, did they say anything about it before you ran off with it?
I mean, there was like, they had sold me the drugs, and I had the duffel. I went back in for more drugs. And they're like, we don't have any more drugs. And I was like, bullshit, man. You got that whole duffel right there. Thanks, packed. I got plenty. And then there was an argument, and I guess, I'm not used to asking so many questions. And they said, you're asking too many questions. And then the knives came out. I grabbed the bag and I ran because I dropped the money. And that seemed fair. They got the money.
You didn't
I got
drop the money. You didn't
Wait,
drop the money.
knives?
Did I
Knives
drop the
came
money?
out.
You gave the money back to me.
That's where it went. Ah, shit. I was worried about that for days.
Yeah, no, I gave you 2 sets of money, and then you said, "Oh, there's probably more I can go buy," and I gave you the second set of money.
I'm really not sure now if you own a stock in herbs and stuff or not, Knox. I'm really trying to.
I own stock.
All right,
in the
fine.
First part, though.
10%. You are a 10% owner in herbs and stuff. Sound fair?
Now, I have a question. How much would it be worth for that time that we all collectively saved your life?
What? Yeah, I have to refresh my memory. It's a bit of a giant haze.
The time you were bleeding in front of the tailors, and then we had to risk our lives in front of the tailors.
Oh, that was pretty good. Well, is that worth more or less than drugs?
I think you owe us a life debt, is what I think.
Oh, good. That's better than stock and herbs and stuff.
Is it?
You realize by saying that he's going to throw himself in front of something and get himself killed, right?
I really feel like I'm being bullied here. And I was taught that's not cool, man. I need to find an adult.
You are an adult, Stephen. Last I checked.
We're all adults.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm the oldest one here, and I say bullshit.
Knox, I'm being bullied, man.
Isn't Jabo older?
Oh shit,
I mean-
Jabo.
Jabo is older, that's right. I
It's
keep forgetting
fine.
we've got a 300-year-old Titan. out there.
500, rounding up, I think.
So what we've discovered is that none of us knows what's in that box, but it sure isn't drugs.
Yes.
We should ask your dad, Jabo. He seemed shiny.
We could go back to Ektoon.
You'd
I
like
wouldn't
that.
mind.
Ha.
We need a boat first.
Ooh.
Yep. So,
I know
By
a
the
great
way-
place to get a raft. There's this dwarf I
Where?
know who said he could make a raft.
Oh no, Stephen, I'm not sure who you're talking about. Maybe you should go find that person.
Knox stop trying to get rid of Steven.
I'm not trying to get rid of him. I'm saying he should start walking faster.
I mean, I'm trying not to trip over the tinkle toes, man.
Maybe you should
The
get
entire
shoes
time,
then.
Knox has just been looking at his feet, like exactly how I look right now, moving back and forth.
And as you move through
Little Walter.
the woods having this conversation, the sun reaches its peak and continues to go down. Jabo, you do a really good job of keeping everybody right on track. You actually come to midway through the day, you come to the tracks of the moving squad, or at least a squad. You see one large set of footprints deep into the ground. You see several smaller goblinoid and orc footprints kind of walking over each other in a bit of a mess, but everybody's clearly staying out of the path of the stone giant. Gives you the impression he's not walking in the front. You give me a survival check, please.
One of us, or
Oh,
This Larry's fine.
sorry.
Jabo.
That's plenty
Yeah.
fine.
if it was just one of us, we'd put you up anyways, Larry.
Looks to be 12 individuals. One is a stone giant, and about half orc, half goblin.
It looks like we're coming up on a group, guys. About half orcs, half goblins, with one stone giant. About 24 of them, I'd say.
If we got the drop on them, I think we could take something like that. I mean, we've taken multiple frost giants before, and goblins ain't shit.
Yeah, I would say
But
if we
bitches
could.
and hoes. I'm sorry.
If we get the drop on specifically the orcs and the goblins first.
Well, I imagine that they're together.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine that.
No, that's what I'm meaning. We target them first, and then all focus the giant.
I mean, I could, if we can get them separated, I could keep one of them behind a firewall, probably the small amount.
Nox, I love fire as much as the next guy, but what are we in right now?
A forest.
What do forests do?
They catch
With fire.
Wait,
Yes.
are we going back to Nox wanting to burn down forests?
No, there's no owlbears in this forest.
Oh, no, but he wanted to burn it before the owlbears.
No, it was goblins. It was goblins in the forest that I wanted to burn down.
And look, it's also goblins again in a forest that you want to burn down.
Yeah, so,
The
I mean,
the fire only burns on the inside.
So you're gonna put it over them? That'd actually be really clever if you could put it over on top of them, like a horizontal fire that burns down on top of them.
I don't think I could do that.
Kester,
Maybe.
how many do you think you can get from here?
I mean,
how the group?
With what? Like with one spell, without catching the forest on fire?
Correct.
Or with catching the forest on fire?
Without.
In one go?
Yeah.
If I was lucky, maybe all of them.
Would you be willing to try?
I would definitely try, but depends on how strong they are. If they're really weak, they're probably going to go down. If they're strong, they might not.
What do you think, Shelt? Should we try it? And then I would say, at the same time as Kester's doing that, we could all focus fire onto the giant.
I'll point out that I specialize sort of in opening attacks on things. I could open up with weakening the giant at least somewhat. Give us, I don't know, some level of an advantage maybe.
All right.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
The important thing, I feel I should definitely mention this. The important thing is to make sure none of them get away. Because if any of them get away, they could bring back. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we could magic up some sort of wall.
Like a wall of fire.
Or anything that's not fire.
Oh man, I know a dwarf who could do wall of fire. He was just telling me about it the other day. We should reach out to him.
I think he's with us.
Oh shit. Where?
Do you sometimes wonder if Steven forgets who we are?
Probably.
Oh no, he definitely forgets who we are sometimes. But it's in those slightly more sober moments. Like he still hasn't come off the high yet, but he hasn't started smoking or eating again.
Oh man, I forgot to eat. Shit.
Here, have a lump of bread. And I just toss it at him.
Oh no, that's cool, man. I've got cinnamon rolls.
You have cinnamon
rolls.
You didn't pick up cinnamon rolls? Oh man, they were at the party. It was so nice. I just fucking loaded my bag with them.
Oh, you're so smart.
Are they still in the bag?
I mean, like 3. They got some lint on them.
Never mind.
The food does stay at the end of the day. That's interesting. Wait, no, we're not dealing with that problem anymore. Never mind.
What problem, man? The cinnamon rolls are great. He's just shoving one in his mouth. It actually still seems to be warm, you notice. The icing is still soft and gooey. Oh, that's fucking great. Oh, I love it.
I sure wish this place didn't have all the problems it has.
Oh, man.
Can I please have one of those cinnamon rolls?
Give me a persuasion roll.
It's gonna cost you some armor.
I will build it for him later.
Ah, that's cool, man. Yeah, don't worry. Here you go. And he reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a cinnamon roll, and as he hands it to you, it is warm to the touch. The icing dripping a bit on your hand, and there is some lint stuck to the side.
I was gonna say he's got a pocket full of cinnamon rolls.
That bag is gross.
That's my favorite pocket. The cinnamon roll pocket.
It's a gym locker duffel bag. He's still gonna eat the cinnamon roll.
Is this the same bag he puts his drugs in?
Is it?
you just took a bite?
He
It
took
sounded like
2
he ate the whole
bites.
thing.
Your toes start to get a little tingly.
Motherfucker!
What's wrong, Nox?
Oh, Nox will eat one final bite and be like, "Oh, that was great." Lesser restoration.
It works.
That's amazing.
Wait, can you do that to Steven so he could pick up the pace? And help me find mushrooms, by the way.
Remember the last time we got
I'm not
Steven
turning him
sober?
sober. Yeah, last time he went sober, he started crying. I'm not ready for that again.
He's very broody when he's sober.
Yeah, there was this time in my life where I was like, hey, Steven, get your shit together. That was a fucking dark time in my life, man. I'm trying to be a more positive person these days.
Which is why I'm not going to slap you with this.
Why would you slap me?
Because it's a touch thing.
I
don't want to do like a gentle caress.
No, I mean, if you want to start touching, man, that's cool. Just gotta ask.
Well, Steven, you want to make this interesting and do a bet on shroom finding? Who can find more?
All right, I want to bet.
Not what you already have on you. What you can find.
All right, fine. But I, what do I get if I win?
The ratio for mushrooms would change. You would get 2 of the pink ones I find for each red one.
All right.
And if I win, the opposite.
What if I gave you a mystery prize that the Shell didn't want last night?
How about this, Steven? I'll build your armor half price if you win.
Does the ratio of mushrooms stay the same if we take the mystery gift?
I mean,
like 1-to-1.
Yeah, I mean, if you win, I'd really want to keep that 1-to-1 ratio, man. I really like those mushrooms. But I'd be willing to part with the particular item that I might have acquired.
I look at the group.
What do you guys think?
What's he got?
It's a mystery prize. He's not going to tell you.
That might be the one secret he keeps.
I am fine with mysteries. Can I jump in on this bet?
Are you gonna try to shroom hunt too?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you offering if you lose though?
Oh, if I lose, what do I have?
Don't ask for her body. She gives that away freely.
No, I actually get information. Haven't you noticed, Nox? Every time I come back, I have information.
It's true.
Information's not fucking free.
You didn't learn a whole lot from
It
Dory.
is for some of us.
Dory never had my body.
Dory didn't deserve it.
Exactly.
Dory deserved a good swift kick in the
Mads.
That's why we're angry.
No, I was angry that he left our date that happened and went off with someone else.
I feel like you're really letting a man control too much of your emotions, Kia.
No. I got what I wanted.
Hey.
So this entire time we've been walking and talking, have we gotten anywhere?
Well,
yeah, several hours
and mushrooms.
Yeah. I know. Steven, I have a crossbow I could give you.
Do I have any idea what his mystery item is?
Give me a perception check. Or an insight, your choice. He goes, well, what was special about the crossbow, Kia?
It's a crossbow. I mean, you don't have a weapon, do you?
Oh man, I've got like 6 weapons, and they're all real fucking cool.
I have never seen you with a weapon.
Oh, that's fine. You ain't got to. Cause I got 6 weapons in there. Yeah, you can.
I guess yes. Yeah.
Joy, he's got a bag full of stuff that he keeps pulling things out of. It's his duffel bag. It seems compartmentalized and full of things.
Build that up real quick.
With a 2, you have no idea what he's talking about. He's never pulled out anything as big as a dagger. But he's really certain he's got 6 weapons.
Okay, if you already have a weapon, how about I teach you a language? What languages do you know? Out of the ones that I know, I could teach you the one you don't.
Ah, man, I know Common. I know a little bit of Elven. I speak the language of chill. Really fucking good.
How about Dwarvish? Do you speak Dwarvish?
No.
Like, you know, when you grow up in a dwarven home and like you learn it, but then you leave and you just kind of you don't really practice it after. I'm real rusty.
I'm just gonna look
Hey,
look
Cranky, thank
behind
you.
me. I'm gonna look behind me and just stare at him like. Just when I think they're cool.
Whoa, what? The,
What? That?
Oh,
What?
okay.
What?
That's a thing.
What?
Oh,
what?
That was new.
What did I
What
miss?
happened?
Cranky shot 1,000 bits and it started doing confetti of my face.
Oh yes, yes.
Wait, that was your face? I thought
so
it was
sorry,
his.
what?
Casey's face.
Casey, yeah.
I saw my.
Quick,
Shelt's face.
somebody
Maybe it was just
send
all
another
the
1,000
emotes.
bits. Yeah, the new the new thing is with bits. Sometimes it will do confetti on the screen. I don't get to see it in my preview, so I had no idea what you were talking about. But yes, thank you so much for that 1,000 bits and testing out Twitch's new confetti stream. They actually told me today that I could also add music directly to the stream for every one of these bits, and I just felt like it would get out of hand. And there's another 1,000. Oh man. Thank you so much, Cranky.
Come on.
It's not doing it that
It didn't
time.
do it
Pop
that
that
time.
confetti.
Cool
Oh,
down.
there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Hey!
It's my face and
Oh, it's
all the
everyone's
emotes.
faces.
It's
All
all
the emojis.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's all the emotes. Okay, I just saw my own.
Awesome.
Nice.
Ah,
That's cool.
Pretty freaking nice.
y'all are fantastic. And so we begin the Great Mushroom Competition. And as you finish your walk, you have about 4 hours. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of survival check between Kia, Jabo, and Steven. Now,
This is where I don't roll well.
it's gonna be like paper, rock,
Sabotage
scissors,
them?
right? So what we're gonna do is we're all 3 gonna roll.
Can I give Steven a guidance for the first one, and that's it?
Can we actively hamper Steven for the first one?
You can tell me how you attempt to interact with this challenge.
With this challenge, I'm gonna keep. How can I do this?
Sorry, I already rolled. Shots fired.
I know how to wait. I know how to hamper the challenge.
Yeah,
wanna
I
do
know
it.
exactly what I'm doing.
I'll go up to Steven like before they're about to go out, and I'll go be like, you know what you could do on your side, because like you're the drug guy. You
Yeah.
could play double drug games for yourself.
Yeah.
You could also take the pink stuff and play your own like Tinkle Toes, but Tinkle Toes mixed with you searching for shrooms.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
I'm gonna to
'Cause
fuck
he's
with him.
looking
I'm
at you
gonna
doubtfully.
to
He
mess
really
with
wants more of them, so.
to mess with Steven, I'm gonna stay behind him, and I'm gonna use prestidigitation to create illusionary illusionary trinket mushrooms that he's looking for.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
You give me a stealth check, please.
Damn, I'm behind him.
With the
Can't see me if I'm
persuasion, he looks
behind
at you and he goes, "Come on, Shelt.
Don't.
If Tinkle Toes, it'd be really hard to." Oh gosh, Chamber, he's already got one. Get out of my way.
Oh, sorry.
You do a pretty good job of, as you're walking around, giving him fake ones. Now, he doesn't find less than he would have necessarily, but he spends a lot less time. He stumbles upon way too many pink shrooms. And gets you actually okay. What I'll say is, as he's looking around, he's about to pick a mushroom up. He's honing in on a mushroom. You pull your illusion up and you change the color of the mushroom from the red to a blue.
to a different color. Yeah, that makes sense.
And he stops and he goes, that's just for food. And he moves on. And he leaves it alone.
Walks behind him and takes it.
I'm beginning to understand. This turns so. I'm beginning to understand why every time I get drunk, I wake up with more than what I had.
And Joy has inspiration. Now, Joy, you jumped into the game. I see the 16 that you rolled earlier. You and Jabo both managed to get 5 red mushrooms. It's a very fruitful day. You also managed to get 2 pink mushrooms if you pick them up.
I'll pick them up.
Kia, you managed to get 2 red mushrooms. And at the end of the trip, as the sun's going low and you haven't quite made it to the beach, Steven catching up, he's guys, I thought I had like so many. There were like 4 or 5 that just ended up being like blue and greens, but I got 1. I bet you didn't find any, man.
I have 2.
All right, yeah, you definitely won that. There's no way anybody beats you.
I have 5.
He looks disheartened.
Oh.
It's all right. I didn't find any.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jabo. It's all right.
You could have half of mine if you wanted.
Oh man, then you would both still win because you have 2 and 2.5. That's sweet of you, Joy.
It's fine. Yep. It doesn't matter. You guys won, right? So they get the prize.
So okay. So everybody, Jabo owes you red mushrooms at a 2-to-1. Wait, no, I owe you.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Your mystery item.
Shit. Well, all right. How's this work? All right. So I have 2 things, Joy, but you get this one.
What is it?
It's a rutabaga.
A rutabaga.
It's
a very nice vegetable.
It's so good. And he pulls out this. Let me actually pull up. 1 second.
What a rutabaga looks like?
I have it in my head, but I gotta make sure I'm right. Okay, yeah, exactly. It's like it's green leafy top. It looks like the fruit from the is it a beet from
a rutabaga?
Anyway, he pulls out a rutabaga. He holds it up and he says, "I had to fight so many." Wait a minute. Was it a squirrel? No. It was chipmunks. Like 8 fucking chipmunks for this rutabaga. This guy was like, "I lost the magic rutabaga," and I was like, "That's fucking cool." So I went out and I battled fucking rabid chipmunks, right? I was stomping on their heads and they were like, "Don't do that, that hurts my head." And so I did it harder.
Trying to tell me that this is a magical rutabaga?
Can I detect magic?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll detect magic.
It is magical. It emanates a strong, minor illusion aura. And he goes, I really got to return this to Gavin. He was kind of a chill dude, but, until then, it's your prize.
Can you wait?
Until
No, that's not. I don't like that. I don't like that plan. What happens if we dispel magic?
You want to like dispel magic on the magic rutabaga?
Wait. He said he had 2 mystery prizes. Can't you just swap because this one was a bad one? Because it's not really a prize because you have to give it back to somebody.
Oh yeah,
That's true. But
Well, we're not really going that direction. We can if you want.
I want to know what it actually is.
It's fucking magic rutabaga, Joy. I just said it.
But the magic is illusionary.
Hey, Steven, why do you get to choose which prize we get? What's the other one?
Because it's a mystery prize, man. Door number 1, door number 2.
But you already opened one of the doors.
All right.
No, let's door
what?
number 2.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. He puts it back in his bag, and he sits down on the ground. And he puts both hands in the bag. He says, "All right. I'm grabbing onto 2 items. One is definitely the rutabaga, and one is either additional drugs or the other item. I'm not sure.
They're both the rutabaga.
Which right hand or the left hand?
Whichever one has the other item.
Ah, fuck, man. You win. All right, he pulls out his hand.
You win.
That's a good call.
And in his hand is a cube with many colors.
Oh my
Red,
god.
white,
Watch out. Watch the skies. There's a dragon coming.
orange,
Detect
red, white,
magic.
blue, orange, green, yellow, white.
It's a Rubik's Cube.
It is
No, it's the cube of Sir Rubik's.
broken up into tiles. And it is 3x3 on each side of this cube. The colors seem to be mixed up and random. And he goes, it's some kind of puzzle, man. But I fucking can't solve it.
Okay, well, I guess we got the other gift. Who wants this?
This is the part where Casey mails us a Rubik's Cube and is like, solve it.
Joy gets this. Joy won the competition, J-Bo. You got no mushrooms.
You're right.
Speaking of, Joy, what languages do you know?
I know Common and Druidic and Gnomish and Goblin.
Okay, take your pick. Deep speech, Draconic, Elvish, or Undercommon.
She's gonna teach you how to speak a language. That's cool. And J-Bo's gonna offer you 2-to-1 deal on mushrooms.
Deep speech, Draconic, Elvish, or Undercommon.
Tinabit does.
Undercommon.
Oh, excellent. I'm quite fluent.
Cool. That'll take you 10 weeks minus your intelligence modifier.
10 weeks minus 1.
So 9 weeks.
9 weeks.
But Steven,
What's up?
how'd you meet the person that wants the rutabaga?
Wait, what?
Joy wants the rutabaga.
I put the rutabaga in the bag. You didn't want the rutabaga, Joy. Now you don't want
I
the
didn't
magic
that.
cube.
Steven,
Wait, Steven,
J-Bo
J-Bo was the one who didn't
for
want the
me.
rutabaga.
It's too late. I can't keep hanging out mystery guys. You're killing me here.
Steven, you know Joy.
All fairness, Stephen, I was the one that chose it. It should have been Joy's choice.
He just says our speech. He's confused. He's very confused. So you're gonna have to.
So, Steven, J-Bo lost the competition. Joy won.
Yep,
It
I was
should have
last
been her
place.
choice.
Fine. And he takes his hand, he puts it back in the bag with the cube in it, and he holds it. He says, "All right. Let me drop. All right. So I definitely have the cube and the rutabaga in my hand for sure.
I just want the rutabaga, and
I'm not falling for that one again.
No, she wants the. It's Joy. Of course, she's going to want the rutabaga.
You just don't. Nope. Right or left are the only options.
can I see any of the leafy bits of the rutabaga peeking out on either side of Steven?
You cannot.
Oh my God.
He's got his hand just deep in this bag.
So
Can
I'm
I
gonna help
detect
Joy out.
magic?
I'm gonna help Joy out. I'm gonna put more
You
behind
can't-
him.
It is full cover behind the bag, but because
So
of the
I'm
bag.
gonna. Oh, is it in the bag?
It's in the bag. He's got both hands in his duffel bag, like up to his shoulder, and he's just like leaning over it, and he's like, try to give you the rutabaga.
I'm just gonna try and detect magic this to help Joy.
So you can't see through. You can't detect magic through
Yeah,
the
right,
bag.
Is the bag
But
closed?
you had your detect magic was still up, so both of
yeah.
these things were magical.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't help then.
The rutabaga and the Rubik's Cube are both magical. Did I see which hand it was before that had the cube?
You can
versus-
give me a perception check. See
This
if you
is
did any real shuffling or
dumbest thing we've ever spent time on.
Hardest puzzle we've ever had to deal with.
Steven,
right.
whenever you have a chance, just give me that 50 gold and I'll make that basic armor for you.
Oh yeah, man, I got you. And he pulls out his right hand, drops the rutabaga, goes into his bag, pulls out 50 gold coins, hands you, grabs the rutabaga in his right hand, and puts it back in the bag.
Right.
All right, that's the it's the rutabaga, Joy.
I knew that would help.
The ultimate.
Oh my God.
And Knox will just walk over and pour out the 50 gold and start
Pat
making
Knox on the
Steven's
back.
armor.
Just good job.
All right, that's
Oh god.
mystery item number 1. This one though, the other one, you got to beat me in Tingle Toes, so that one's cool too.
I kind of want
You know,
that.
I might
so
be able
yes.
to do that.
Yeah, man, the druid I found this on was just fucking weird.
I'm not surprised. I'm gonna start casting Identify as I walk.
Okay.
Do you have a pearl?
Oh, that one is very
A
specific.
pearl worth at least 100 gold points and an owl feather, maybe. Probably not.
Yeah, because I've been trying to cast Identify since the first week of the campaign, and we've
spend
never found a pearl.
You could spend a short rest on it. It's fine. It's really not hard.
And during that short rest, I'm going to make Steven's armor before we all go to sleep.
50 gold worth of what?
Armor.
Oh, just basic light armor, medium armor.
I can make him one of two things.
Okay.
I can make him chainmail, a chain shirt,
Your decision.
and that's it with the 50 gold.
Your decision.
Okay, I'll make him the chainmail. Because guess what? As a dwarf, he's not slowed down, even if he's too weak.
Okay.
Are you sure that's still in 5e? Because I think that was just 3.5.
Still in 5e.
Nope.
That's a trait of the dwarfs where, so like if I wanted a ranger not a ranger. If I wanted a fighter that had a crossbow and was focused on dex, I could still give them plate armor and they could still run along.
So during your short rest, you make this armor. He tries it on. He's definitely not proficient as he puts it on. It's very heavy. He's not encumbered by it. But you think the benefit will be minimized. But I mean, he's not fighting anyway.
This is just so that when he's running away, if they shoot an arrow at him, it has a little bit better chance to not hit him.
Sure. So you spend your short rest on this item, Joy. It is a rutabaga of minor illusion. This rutabaga will cast minor illusion up to 10 times. You must bite the rutabaga as an action and cast the spell.
This was created for me. I just know it.
This was particularly created by Cranky Old Cuber. It is part of his 3-part quest.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Three part. He spent 3 months of his item designer on this particular item. There is more to it, and is your decision whether or not you follow up with this particular side story.
Would you say you got?
Let's follow this side story instead of everything else. Let's follow Frankie's story.
I got this on. You know, I don't remember. There's a lot of trading going on. Maybe I think I either got it like on the beach here, like a couple days ago, or maybe this was back in Jellicoy. You know, but the guy, it was just it's kind of this minor bureaucrat. Oh shit! I got this in Ectoon City. Oh, it's right. While you guys were like, you know, carousing, I was working, you know, and this guy was like, I need a rutabaga. Some chipmunks took it. And I was like, I'm an adventurer. So I stomped on some chipmunks and got a rutabaga.
I'm just surprised you knew the word bureaucrat.
Do you remember how to find the guy again?
What did he look like?
All right. I think if we ever make it back to Ectoon City, and I can get the number 5 again, I will be able to retrace my steps to G.
The number
5 and G. Is number 5 the train?
No, that's a drink.
Is I was like, I thought it was just like something like slang for a drug that I didn't know.
Hey, Colt, thank you for the 1 year, buddy. Much appreciated. I'm sorry, this is a little confusing. I'm just trying to like.
We also have to hope that he's still alive.
You have lots of questions. I mean, there were some really angry chipmunks. Some kind of a big deal. In that small part of town, they were like, "Hey, the chipmunks are on a rampage. Can somebody help?" And I was like, "I smell a quest."
Let's go kill some chipmunks, guys.
We're not
What?
connected. How do we can't?
Let's finish up the
Yeah,
night
yeah,
and
let's-
get an
One-
early start tomorrow morning to get it
One thing at a time, my friends. One thing at a
Yeah,
time.
one thing at a time.
You do finish the rest of your day, and most of this happens prepping camp, and you think that you didn't make a lot of progress trying to catch up to the army, or the squad at least. The trail continued in the direction you were going, but they were walking faster.
They're doing a forced march with,
and you were moving stealthily through the woods.
But how do we know how much further we have until we get to the city
Coast.
by the bay?
You may give me a survival check.
I can do that.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Okay.
You could walk through the night.
And it'll take me 20 minutes to build those boats.
And I gotta see if there's a loot in that city.
I could just sleep on Jabo.
Well, what city are we going to, Joy? We're walking away from the city.
The one that's by the bay, where all the people are. I want to see if the loot is there.
This map is very confusing.
Okay, sorry. Let me orient you to the map.
I think we're in that green.
It is
there.
not a very detailed map for traveling, but
yeah,
you are currently. Let me draw your yellow line. You started at the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
You moved into the center, and are now going to the north.
I will delete mine. Sorry.
It's a little crooked, but
we're on that tiny little spot of green.
We're
right
headed
there.
towards that island then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That was your destination and your goal, and what your amazing survival checks up to this point have brought you to. Out of this world survival checks. So yes, if you want to go back to the bay, it would take a couple. It would take even a couple of days.
That's not gonna happen.
It's your choice.
We have enough drugs for it, but I don't want to be here any longer than we have to.
Yeah, we do.
You save some of that for me tomorrow, right? The spider illusionary smokable stuff.
Roll me a D100. Yes.
I thought Larry had frozen for a second.
Definitely, but only because I want to try. I want to try some other stuff.
Oh, good.
You got the last spider thing. Because you're a friend, first spider stuff is free.
Awesome. I didn't have much to give you anyways.
You got friendship, J-Bo. It's fine.
A fist bump?
Fist bump.
Aw, it's so wholesome.
I love their bromance.
I feel like at this point we just call it romance, Kia. You don't have to be so gender specific.
Everyone knows chivalry is dead.
Okay, so nobody has an issue with the fact that he stomped on a small rodent. This very questionable morals every time I play D&D with anybody.
Well, I mean, we've already seen Nox kill a baby owlbear. Like, what else?
But I should have killed a second too.
We killed it. We killed it eventually.
Yeah.
The ones I'm surprised that aren't mad about are the ones that didn't let us kill the other owlbear.
I wasn't there to stop them, so it's water under the bridge.
Water under the owlbear.
No, that's through the owlbear now.
I feel like
thought
the
we
difference between thieving chipmunks that are taking things and owlbears that are living in their nest with their parents, minding their own business.
I just live in a world where chipmunks don't have the same rights as people.
We're not talking about people. We're talking about owlbears and chipmunks.
Exactly.
Yeah, owlbears also don't have the same rights as people.
You know, someone once said that chipmunks were very ferocious. They're like the owlbears of the city.
I thought that would be giant rats.
I mean, those are fucking scary. Have you seen them?
Giant rats, yeah.
They're all like, and then I'm like, ah, shit. Wish you were a chipmunk.
And then there's the were rats.
Where are the rats, Kia?
Damn it.
Anyways, do we want to sleep through the night? Or do we want to try and get to the shore and build the raft?
Will it
Uh,
be okay to build a raft under the influence with a lack of sleep?
do you remember
yeah, I
what
can do
happened
it,
last
that's fine.
time we forced marched?
I almost died.
It was also storming in mud, and it was a floodplain.
I mean, you guys can do what you want. I'll be fine either way.
Yeah, you guys can do what you want.
Well, if they do what we want and we do what we want, are we all doing the same thing?
Maybe.
That's important that we all want to do it.
I mean, we lost some important things on this island. But we also lost some important things that are headed off this island, so...
I mean, if the loot's already on this island, I think we should go after the thing that's not on the island. Which
What?
would be the pixie. The pixie's off the island. The loot's not going anywhere.
We could go back to Ectoon and get some help. I bet Daddy Crowan would like to know that Loros has taken a ship.
Wait, what
Inlo took a ship.
Inlo took a ship.
So maybe the plan is to go across, find our way to Jellicoy and ask Blackfist to get us to Ectoon. A favor.
That's like a really big walk.
That is a long journey with a raft.
And
If we can just
honesty,
if we can just like cross the ocean and get to the other side where we don't have to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah, and then walk all the way to Jellicoy.
I could also just take a week and build a ship, like actually build a ship.
Yeah,
full functioning ship.
Yes.
Why don't we do that instead of the raft?
That's like my entire job description.
He's really good at it.
I'm down for it.
Haven't you ever looked through his book? It's really pretty.
Nope. But that's good to know.
My
I'm
book's
100%
gone
for
now.
that.
It's not.
You know.
We got your book back.
No, the
I
book
think he
was
means
on
on the
the
boat.
ship.
Oh.
But that definitely sounds like a plan. It's easy to live off the land for a couple weeks.
I'm really gonna miss my pillow.
Kester, I have an important question for you. You don't put your name in your books, do you?
Why would I put my names in my books?
Okay, good.
I put my name in my books.
Well, but your books
do.
don't get you killed.
Okay, I just needed to make sure, you know.
Plus, those
You
weren't my
never know.
books.
That's
One of them was signed.
Hey. Do you think the Pixie's a narc?
I don't think that...
If you flatter the pixie enough, maybe.
Well,
wait.
Okay,
Hold
first
on.
of all, they would have to know that it's a plant.
I expect them to figure that out. What I'm expecting is that he won't, the pixie won't narc because of our original
Oh,
rule.
yes, true.
So as long as the pixie is honorable.
What was don't narc?
Here's the problem with that, J-Bo. Under threat of death, anyone's a narc.
Not everyone. I would
I'm
never.
actually J-Bo.
So hey,
I
Kester,
think the
what do
pixie
you
will lie
think through
just
the night or
because
not?
it's chaotic.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could go through
what
the
was
night.
the
That's not a problem
rule?
to me. But if it's all the same, I like the plan of like where we build the ship because I don't want to go anywhere near Inlo's territory if I don't have to.
Wait. Nox, you could have built a ship this whole time. We could have built ships to get the people off of the island.
That would have taken me too long, and they would have destroyed my work.
It's why we're getting off the land and then building it.
Sandra, no, please, no!
No.
Chaos!
The
No.
crew, the original contract was don't harm the crew and we'll try to spread some chaos later.
Don't hurt the original crew. Did you were like original,
harm-
meaning like
Don't
not
harm this crew.
okay.
I believe you were on it too, Steven.
Steven
Yeah,
was
you were part of
included.
the original crew.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't want to be hurt by a pixie.
That was it.
All right. I'm I'm good. What's up?
Nothing's up. We're going to bed now, right?
Are we? We can
hey?
march. It's fine, I guess.
If we
3
march
hours?
through the night, if we march through the night for 3 hours, it takes me 20 minutes to build the raft that we need to get off this island, and we start sailing off the island. I'm
Why-
okay with not sleeping until we're off the island.
How long does it take you to build a boat, like a real boat, a week?
It takes me a week to build a real boat, which is why I want to get off this island.
Okay. One other thing I do want to add. It might be a bump. We're still tracking 24 people. Orcs, goblins, and a stone giant.
Which is probably why.
Are we still on their trail after today?
Was it 12 or 24? I thought it was 24.
It was
24.
Yeah.
That's 24. Okay.
It was
12 orcs, 12 goblins. That's where I got my confusion. Never, just ignore me. I'm doing.
You're trying. You were tracking and following their path, is what I was understanding, because you were planning on fireballs and engagements.
Yeah.
You just weren't fast enough.
That makes sense.
So we might run into them as we're building a boat, or just before we get there. Just a forewarning. Fighting them tired. We could do it. I'm not afraid of them.
I've fought under worse circumstances.
Yeah, you have.
What you gonna do?
All right, I guess we're going forward. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right.
So you make your way towards the beach. You spend the next 3 hours of the night pushing through the jungles of De Minima, opening up to an open plain after the first hour. The hills and the breeze feels nice. The moonlight is well
How
illuminated.
far are we from the beach at the end of this forest?
2 hours.
Mm,
Oh, fuck. And I'm guessing there's no trees between us and the ocean?
You're not familiar enough with the geography.
But just from being able to look at the curvature of the earth.
You think that there may be trees. You're not going to have a jungle.
I'm not going to have the kind of cover that we've had so far.
Right. Cover's a problem, not necessarily raft.
Okay.
You don't
Oh.
see a forest in the horizon.
is it dark out here? It's dark right now, right?
It is dark. You are walking under moonlight.
Is there any smoke, campfire, stuff like that? Because you said it's an open plain.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Good thing I'm good at these, I swear.
Nice.
I mean, it's a good roll.
As you scan the horizon, there's the path directly in front of you. We'll call that straight north. That's where you're heading.
Right.
To your north and west, there seems to be a couple of campfires off in the distance. You barely see the twinkle of their light. Looks to be about 20 degrees off of your course.
Okay. Yeah, we'll point those out. So those are probably not friendly. And you guys comfortable walking out in the open with no cover?
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Sounds risky, but
Really, on
not
this open
much else to
plain,
do.
fire would probably have more of a chance.
Yes, fire is now back in business. We can now definitely drop all of those in one go. But the giants.
Or two goes.
Or two ghosts, yes. Big weapons
Fair
are back
enough.
on the big explosions are back on the menu.
I like big explosions.
They're quite nice.
Well, then do we keep moving with a watchful eye on the horizon?
I'll
Yeah.
follow your lead.
North, northwest, northeast. Where are we going?
North, straight north.
All right. So you move through the plains, continues, and you keep an eye on the fires. As you get at a better angle, more in line with it, more, let's say it's more to your direct west now. They are large fires. They seem to be, looks more like a refugees than it does an army of orcs, goblins, and giants. Continue forward.
That's nice.
We could ask some of them if they've seen a giant. If we wanted to
It
do
is
that.
a good distance away, but it is definitely achievable.
Yeah, we could head that way. Might be safer. Or it also could lead to problems the next day.
How much farther would this add to our journey?
An hour to get there.
Is it like diagonal where it doesn't add time to getting to the bay? Like
You would be at a different beach, but it would add an hour to your travel. It would look to be following the coast. Yeah. One of the keys here is that it was very visible as you exited the woods. And you've lost track of the trail of the giants and the orcs and the goblins.
Which means at any time they could just be over there right now killing them.
I think the fires might be a little bigger.
I mean, but are we really going after them to try and stop them? I thought the point was to get off this island so we don't have to fight the giants.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is anymore. I want. You know what? I want to go away from the giants. And like, let's look at it this way: if we attack them, wouldn't that just anger the dragon?
I mean, if the dragon knew about it, it's not omnipotent, I hope.
Might find out.
I'd like to know how a dragon took over God's army.
By being a dragon?
Yeah, I mean,
It's just one dragon.
I mean, it would just be one god.
It's also not just a dragon. That dragon that we saw was legendary mythical levels of dragon. Like, that's not a dragon you see every day. Hell, it's not even a dragon you see in an elf's lifetime.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw something really cool.
Was it the dragon?
Oh, what?
Oh, no, yeah,
What did
you
you
said the
see?
dragon was really legendary, and I saw it, so hell yeah. Says Steven.
Is this area considered, just checking, desert-like
No,
for my terrain? Okay.
not here, no. Definitely some desert ahead of you, but
Okay.
lush fields.
Because
Alright,
I've got an ability for when that becomes a thing.
One day.
Let's get to the coast.
Okay, so you move to the coast,
the
and you move past the, you get to the beach. The fire is off to the left. You keep an eye on it the whole time. But you lose track of. You don't have a good eye on it anymore. The angle's not good, but it's still there, and the fires are still lit. You get to the beach, and as you approach, the trees are sparse, but they're
Like mangroves.
there. Yeah, that sounds fair. You have enough within the vicinity of the beach to craft a raft just offshore if you were to carry it. They're close enough clustered. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'd sit down for 10 minutes and
Nox,
Oh, are we at the shore right now?
yeah.
Sorry, I
you're at
missed
the
that.
shore.
Okay,
Yeah.
during this time, I'd like to spend one spell slot if I can to do primeval awareness, just to make sure there's nothing within a mile of us. Oh, that totally didn't actually
me
say what it does.
Pull up the. Let's fabricate. Primeval awareness. I can pull it up. What's it do?
If it's my favorite train, it's 6 miles. If it's not my favorite train, it's 1 mile. It'll tell me whether or not there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undeads within 1 mile of me, or 6 miles.
6 miles or 1 mile?
1 mile, or if it's favorite train, 6 miles.
Got it. What's the list off that again? The particular races again?
Aberration, celestial, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead. I just making sure we're at least somewhat coast is clear.
Okay. You are somewhat.
being
You are
dragon.
definitely. None of those are particularly pinging. None of them are pinging.
Okay.
Giant isn't one of those.
I know, but I'm not afraid of giants.
That's fair.
I think we're afraid of dragons, specifically.
That is fair. That's fair.
Nox,
Yeah.
you spend the time you fabricate a raft as it pops into existence. You watch as the trees kind of bend down, the leaves on the trees kind of almost de-threading and turning themselves into these fibrous ropes, wrapping the logs together as they fall into place. one by one, almost cutting themselves free. It's very smooth. In fact, the raft itself has a flat top for easy and sturdy sitting. It's almost an entirely flat surface across the top. It's been shaven down and sanded. 2 oars pop down, long oars, 4 feet in length, with a handle and a large paddle on the end of them. 1 minute long for each slot. Okay, and you used a little slot, 1 slot. Okay, yeah, nothing pings for that minute, and you're left with the raft that looks sturdy and strong. It's got no sail, but it has oars.
That's what the other 10 minutes are for.
All
I'm
right.
using those plant fibers to make a sail.
You spend the time to make the rest of it. You have a 40 square foot raft and a sail that you're able to.
However big of a sail I need.
Absolutely, and you're able to wedge it into the right spot with a little bit of extra dwarf and elbow grease. And you have yourselves a makeshift raft, which we will call 2 miles an hour with neutral wind and 4 miles an hour wind in your favor with one navigator. It's tight. It's very tight. But I mean, 40 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 5 foot of space left on a tactical map, and you get it into the water as a group. And we're gonna take a short break, 5 minutes. I need to use the hydration restroom. So we'll be right back. Hit the Bad Daddy one time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you as we start another sailing adventure.
With
There we go. With a much smaller ship.
We have the world.
It keeps kicking me in the deck. Why? Why does it keep kicking me in the deck?
Bad Daddy. Not your son. Bad Daddy, real boy.
whale boy.
Bad daddy.
He keeps kicking me in the deck. Why does he keep kicking me in the deck?
Bad daddy. Don't you dare say bad things about them.
This
Not
part
your
is
son.
Shelt compliments you guys. Casey turns it into as if he insulted.
Bad daddy.
Yeah, God.
I only
I'm a
insult
bad daddy.
Quasimodo because he knows I loves him.
Quaz is great.
I only insult Quasimodo because he's a motherfucker.
I got some excited Minotaur shit for that mug. So
Mug?
motherfucker.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Motherfucker's mofo. Mug
Mofo?
is the face.
Mug.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, big ugly mug.
Look, I say
Look at
things
that
because it's
fucker
been
with
used
that-
in context in my life, not because I've looked up words in a book like you smart motherfuckers.
I'm not using it from a book. I'm using it in context too. Casey, you realize like half my family's convicts, right?
I'm making up words and teasing you, and we're good.
Also, hi FBI and SA.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Delving In Deep, where Connor's ex-con
I
family
just got off that list.
gives him good words. Yes,
Hello,
well, welcome
everybody.
back. So
Hello.
we did go off, and the first thing everybody said was like, they're saving the cause trouble. Because you guys are starting to get this pattern where you drop it at the end of the episodes, and that's gorgeous. Thank you for the great cliffhangers. I already have some great things. I have pre-planned many of these just in case causes trouble. I'm not trying to convince you. You know what? No, this cause trouble is going to be very boring. Don't click that cause trouble button. No time soon. It's going to be a waste of your points. Ladies and gentlemen, you push yourself off into the water. Is that what I'm getting? We're starting our
Yeah.
sailing trip. Who is
And I
Gab-
expend one more spell slot just to be sure as we head out to make sure there's none of that shit around us.
Repeat the races to me again.
I gotta go back to it. Aberration, Dragon, Celestial, Fey, Undead, and there might be one or two more.
He's essentially just looking for the dragon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Dragon.
At this time, nothing.
Beans.
Not within a mile.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep. There are definitely some of those things in the world.
Yeah.
But you push off.
But not within a mile.
Not within a mile. Maybe mile 0.1. I don't know. It's just maybe
I
18
just
miles.
yeah.
I feel like if it's within a mile 0.1, we can see him in the distance. Like there's a giant shadow over the moon.
Oh, the dragon? Oh, you're assuming that I'm thinking the dragon when you read those lists off to me.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm checking everything because I mean, aberrations could be in the water too,
Aberrations
so
in the water,
it goes
yeah.
a mile south.
Yep.
I'm making sure.
Yep.
Underneath us, we're
Fey
good
in
too.
your- Fey in your pants? Who knows what's going on? You
I got
push-
Faye in my pants. I got Faye in my pants.
I would love to
Well,
hear
I-
the drop to that. The whole beat. So,
Drop it, Knox.
focus.
Overrun sucks my cat. Sorry.
So wait, what flower do we need to get to cure that disease, Knox?
I'm not sure. Steven, what do you use to cure that disease?
What?
Let's just sail.
He's
Let's
just-
just sail.
All right, let's sail. I'll navigate. We got this. We go that way. And he points.
Is he pointing in the direction of the island?
He's pointing away from the ish.
He's pointing parallel to the island.
I pick his arm and I move it over just towards the island.
And that's why you are my co-captain. Love it. All right.
Yep, no problem. I got you.
I meant, yeah. So, shove off, drop anchor, raise sails, poop
Those
the
have
deck.
already been done, bud.
Aye, Steven.
Ah.
Just go. Don't worry.
And you shove off into
Let's
the
just
water.
humor him.
Yeah, I love
Ivo,
it.
Kia, you two
Hey,
get some
Captain.
rest. I'm going to need you two to take over this after a while.
Okay, I'll take the night. I could see better then, anyways.
Yep,
Okay.
I stand in attention.
Okay. Who's rowing? It would require two of you because of the width of the ship and.
I should not row. I should be the
I'm-
last on the list to row.
I'm rowing on one side.
Could I row in sentry mode, like you know, like a gyro or not a gyro? What's
A,
it called?
gyro?
Gyro. Thank you.
No, you will have to be awake.
I
and
like
not sentry
gyro
mode.
though.
I
Gyro
love the
is
thought.
better.
You just do sentry mode by kicking your feet at the back like an engine.
Well, actually, J-Bo, can you just like steer the ship? Like, just hold it in your hand and stay completely still.
Yeah, watch this.
What am I holding? Do we have a wheel?
No, we don't
It's a
have a wheel.
raft.
We have
So
a
just a
steering
stick.
stick.
Okay.
We have
Yeah.
a steering stick.
Yep. I do that. I go into sentry mode, and I just hope for the best that we are going the right direction.
Sure. So who's on the oars?
I'll take
I'm
one of the
one.
oars.
Okay, so 3 of you have oars.
So it'll be me and then those 2 on the other side.
How dare you?
I need 2 of you to give me an athletics check. This is no arguments, an athletics check. Literally an athletic event, rowing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
There's never
load.
been a more athletic check.
Oh, only 2 of us? I guess I'll
Good
leave it to
clip.
those
I'm
two.
gonna have to go check that in a second.
That was bad.
So Joy, yeah, it's not that you're doing poorly, it's that you tire out pretty quick. Rowing's intense, and you have been timing it poorly with the waves. This is not a smooth trip. This is not a boat meant for sleeping. Most of you are having a hard time sleeping. Sentry mode a few times has had to be disengaged for Jabo to grab the side and keep from falling off the back. You're fine. You're not going to not get your rest. But is anybody here susceptible to seasickness? I don't know.
How would we know that?
It's a character choice.
Okay.
Giving you a character flaw choice here if you'd like it, but otherwise you're fine.
I'm a shipwright, so that doesn't make sense for my character.
Hey, maybe. Yeah, well,
Maybe
I'll
that's why
take-
you're a shipwright.
I'll take the next
not a
character
sailor.
flaw you give me, Casey.
it's always possible that you're great on well-made ships, but this thing is floating debris. And you make your way through the night, and it's going to take well into the morning to travel. So I need those rowing, and we're going to call this first shift, to give me perception checks. Very good perception checks.
The cleric and the druid.
The moonlight hits the water around you. The sea is, after some time, it's horizon to horizon to a landmass behind you. The Minimo slowly disappearing. You see, in the distance, to your west, waves.
That's correct. Oh, okay.
Yep, to your west, waves and wake of being created by some invisible force. It doesn't seem to be close or coming at you, but you see an invisible. We'll just say you see an invisible fleet manipulating
Are they
waters.
circling the island? I don't think they're gonna let anybody leave.
Faster, real faster.
Is there a way to hide? Like, can any of us make this thing invisible?
Not without alerting them to the fact
Wait.
that we're invisible.
Wait,
Yeah.
maybe.
You're asleep. Be asleep.
I'm asleep. I mean, it's a 5-foot square.
You're not wrong.
It's not a 5.
As soon as they stop whispering, I'll give you a chance.
Okay.
Where this is not a 5-foot square. This is
You all have your own 5-foot
5
squares.
square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still small.
This is true.
Nox, what do we do?
Fuck. Get
You-
key in.
You have a pretty low profile, except for your sail.
How do you feel about rowing harder, guys?
What's the biggest thing that swims that I can turn into?
Probably
Dun,
crocodile.
dun, dun.
Fuck.
I think saltwater crocodile would be best right here.
That might work.
Well, we definitely should take down the sail then.
Yeah, just be less visible. I'm asleep.
Nox is going to work
I'm
on
just
bringing down
gonna-
the sail.
Yeah.
You bring it down. It's a very small. It's just a piece of wood in the night sky. You are a very small profile. Bringing down the sail brings a very big square sail off the horizon. You feel a little sneakier. Let me get a survival check from one of you at advantage.
I'm going to look at Joy.
Okay. You begin to push through the waves, and your timing is still a bit off on the rowing. You're getting a little tired, but you continue your direction. They're running perpendicular to you, and over the next 30 minutes, you watch as you push farther away, and the ships pass behind you. Particular note is that the ships aren't. They're traveling more or less. They're not bunched up. You can see the individual wakes being created by the individual ships as they each pass. And the first 5 create normal, smooth wakes. The 6th one seems to be creating waves and like there's a line in the front that's cutting normal wakes, and it's immediately interrupted by something else in the water, throwing up waves around some kind of solid surface, as if it's breaking the water in this. It's hard to distinguish this weird disruptive way.
Nox, what do you think that? What are the chances that that's the pixie?
You may
Well-
give me a shipwright check if you have such a thing.
I do. I will grab carpenter's tools. What would you like me to roll that with, Casey?
Wisdom.
Can I cast Speak with Plants?
How far away is this?
They are
This would be
several
yell with
hundred
plants.
feet away.
Let me see.
Also, wisdom or
Wisdom.
What would you like?
30 feet. I'd have to get within 30 feet.
Well, I rolled. Did it pop? Okay, there we go.
Okay.
How far away is it?
300 feet.
If you
moving.
if you can get me within 150 feet, I can cast plant growth and see if it gets bigger.
You see, Nox, that this isn't the shape of the pixie being drug. This is the shape of an unusually shaped ship.
God, I wish it wasn't invisible. I want to try it. That's not going to be the pixie.
There's nothing I can do to make it not invisible.
As that ship's particular wake begins to pass you perpendicularly, past the perpendicular, you see the back end of it. While the front end was breaking more waves, kind of like a point with wings coming out, pushing water. The back seems to be throwing back water in almost a cylindrical fashion, as if a great windmill was splashing and propelling the ship.
Like an archaic sub.
On both sides.
I'm guessing we can't hear the paddle boat, Casey.
No, this thing is making sounds. As it gets
So we
closer,
do
you
hear-
definitely hear this like throwing up of water and wakes. So the waves are making sound, the water is making sound. You hear the splashing of whatever's hitting the water and churning it up, making sounds.
Well, 4-1. That's far beyond any shipbuilding technology that I've ever encountered before, and that is terrifying. This is like we're living in the year 1000, they're living in the year 2000.
Anybody who'd like to wake
This
up
is
can now wake up. Nox is getting a little excited and raising his voice.
What's the commotion, Nox?
Well,
Inlo ships are so fucking nice. I wish they weren't invisible and I could look at them.
I can fix that.
wait,
How
can you
so?
fix that?
I can dispel it.
As soon as she
No.
says that, I
I
wake up.
know.
No, no, no,
No.
no.
You're
no,
the
no,
one who
no.
wanted it not.
If
be
you
invisible.
can,
I don't want-
I thought maybe you could give him true sight or something.
Oh no, I could do that.
Or just see invisibility like Keshta does
I
sometimes.
can detect magic.
We could do that. That's a bad idea.
That is a bad idea from standing right here. I'm just saying.
Everybody shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
The voice of reason is still sleeping.
You are
Let's just
continuing to
go.
drift away from the ships, and the wake's now hitting your boat and pushing you a little farther away.
All right. I know there's one thing I can do, but I don't know. It doesn't get us anywhere. I can, like sneakily swim under the water all the
No,
way there.
no, we're
touch it.
not
What?
touching these. We're not messing with these. You
Okay,
saw what they did to the pixie.
I
I
know.
don't know what happened, but you saw what happened. And let's
Does
not do that in a thing that's less than 1/10 the size of the pixie.
does
I-
it
I just-
look like they're
moving.
circling the island, like this invisible fleet?
Give me an insight check.
How about we board it? Because that's totally a great plan.
It seems to be the case.
They're trying to keep everybody, guys. They're just trying to keep everybody on this island. This is a two. This is an attack from two directions.
Or they're waiting for the dragon to fly away before they come up on the island.
I think they're just shooting ships out of the water if they try to leave.
I don't think we can make assumptions like that. Yes, they could. Yes, they're circling the island, but they probably would have shot us out of the water already.
They might
If
not
they
have seen
see
us.
us,
But there's also
Let's
other
not
reasons.
test it.
There's
I'm
another
not-
reason Inlo would be circling the island.
You notice
Specifically, what it has a lot of.
you notice it's the propelling mechanism slows down for a moment,
Ah, shit.
Keep rowing, keep rowing, keep rowing, keep rowing, keep rowing.
and
I
then
can-
speeds up dramatically without changing direction.
bye-bye.
What?
All right, let's go.
is it?
Okay, I could give us cover of darkness.
Don't cast any magic.
It's not magic, it's
Whatsoever.
innate.
Mhm.
I assume I'm magical.
Doesn't.
You act like that thing is
it's
one way.
still magic.
I heard this before.
We're just going to row. They're pretending to ignore us, so we're just going to act like they're ignoring us. So just row. The rest of you go
Just
back to
keep
sleep.
Rowing.
So you row, and
I
you
row.
row, and the ships fade into the horizon ever so slowly as they continue to circle. I have expected piles points.
Really half expected piles points at that point.
I would have.
I was.
so mad.
I would have hunted down Sadra.
Oh no!
Even if it was someone else, you would have hunted down Sadra.
Specifically, Sandra. It'd be his fault somehow.
Okay, so
Pause is tempted, oh god.
Let's just keep moving, guys. Hey, we're
Yep,
walking.
bro.
We're talking. We're walking.
We're rowing. We're not walking and talking. We're rowing and
Moaning.
Rowing and going.
rowing and
Moaning
moaning.
and
I like
moaning.
rowing and moaning.
God, that's
it.
amazing.
Rowing and holding our breath.
Rowing and going.
Rowing
Alright.
and going.
so you continue to row, and this you're not making distance or speed. You saw by the movement of those ships, you are definitely drifting. The wind is not heavy; it's not in your favor. This is going to be a full 15 hours, and the night continues. Who's second shift?
I'm just staying up through the night.
I'll take second.
Okay.
My piddly little arms. I'm not gonna make it long.
Let me
I'm
get
gonna sleep.
2 athletics checks in.
Okie doke. Next
a full
question.
long
I have
rest.
proficiency with water vehicles. Do I get advantage?
I think you should. It's
Yeah.
It's a
Do you
very
have-
That's
good
the
I-
case
water
that I
vehicle.
should have gotten advantage,
No,
which
this
I've
is a,
already rolled at regular.
it depends on the task associated. Do you have proficiency in athletics?
I do.
It would have been the same roll then.
Okay.
Okay.
But those are just
Look at my strong arms.
Yeah, it was
Why'd you
strength. It
roll
was
at
strength
advantage?
either way. No
Yeah.
advantage. No advantage. It's 23 and 20.
Yep. Or-
Some of you just keep rolling twice because of beyond 20 and fun stuff. So, Jamie May Odison, can you morph into a shark, bite the end of the raft, and furiously swim your tail off and give us some
I thought
speed?
about it.
I'm not telling you how to play anything. You are, but
Yes, I don't know if it's strong enough for that.
the boat moves. The boat continues to move, and this is not a speed endurance race with athletics. This is not a speed thing. This is an endurance thing. So
The boat's also
Can
5
I-
feet
do
thick.
Can I manage to get in a full long rest
if you
Wait,
stay
the
down
boat's-
for a
after
full,
my shift of?
if you stay
The
down
boat's
for a full
5
long
feet
rest,
thick.
we're working there. But you might, as long as nothing happens between now and the next several hours.
Because
They get perception checks.
I can only make things in cubes, so the boat's 5 feet thick.
I'm
I-
glad
it-
it still floats.
It doesn't have to be 5 feet thick. It's up to, but
Yeah.
regardless,
It's thick.
perception check knocks. Perception check
This
here.
boat is thick.
Perception check knocks. Perception check here.
I was clicking on it. Give me a second.
We haven't had combat in a while. Come on.
I've been holding the same crit for 5 episodes.
D&D Minecraft.
Well,
that's-
you know, maybe we would have combat if the things you dropped weren't an entire army being led by a giant dragon.
This is a squad of orcs and ogres. You were very, or not ogres. I meant to say
Goblins.
goblins.
You said we
Orc,
lost them, and
goblins,
you.
and a
And
giant.
giant.
Yeah, you just said they were on the beach. Harassing poor Dominimans.
Fuck the Dominimans.
You did. So you continue to move
No, we
on,
didn't.
on your raft.
Only one of us did.
No, we left them behind. Well, I did,
Oh.
literally and figuratively now.
I was going for literally. Okay.
All right. So you continue to travel throughout the night. You don't see anything particular. You're not coming up on this island. This is not a long rest event. The third shift comes. Who's next?
Still up.
Did I get my 6 hours in yet?
Yes.
Then I'm up.
Okay. Who's next? Who
Great.
else? Oh, so you two. Okay, so Nox, I'm going to need both an athletics check from you and Jabo, and Nox, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw DC 10, as we've decided is 24 hours without a rest. Okay, you're fine. No exhaustion for you, and now I need those athletics checks. Love
I'm just
that, baby.
rolling well with those
25.
athletics.
You guys are really nailing this, and this raft is moving, and the sun starts to peek up over the.
Thank you for saving Schultz's piddly little arms.
Oh, you're gonna steer the ship once you get up.
Like to give reference, my athletics is -2.
Hey, Shell, could you give me a break real quick? I need it. Could you spin it for like 5 seconds? I need to get this kink out of my arm.
I really just wanted to see a roll.
Gotta roll.
I would love to see an athletics check. Let's see it.
Natural 20.
Hey, you're not
that's
there
not-
about the strength, but you got the rhythm and the leg work down. You're
Because
moving
he only
at the
did it for 5
angles.
seconds.
Yeah,
This is fine.
my reasoning.
Once
And-
I get my rest in, I have something I'd like to do.
You have all finished a long rest. At the moment that you all see, you have attracted the attention of some sharks. They are
Who wants to
starting.
go fishing for lunch?
However you want to do it.
Thorn whip.
I was gonna say, how many are there?
They're a distance off. You noticed first as two fins begin circling in a wide arc. They seem curious. They don't seem aggressive.
We should put the sail back up.
Do you think they're fun? Yeah, they're fun.
You see nothing but horizon in all directions.
Ooh, lovely.
Put
Give
that
me-
sail back up to help
Give me
us.
another give me a navigator's check, please.
I don't have navigator's tools. Oh
Whoever-
crap! What would you like me to roll with, Casey?
Well, Kia's
Kia's
also got a
departments.
thing.
I'm sorry. I thought you were specifically talking to me.
I need anybody, but I'm assuming
Hey.
one of you is proficient in these things. That
Kia is
Yep.
Kia awake?
it's tough. This is not an easy check.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already had the long rest, so Kia should be up.
Which one? Navigator?
Mhm.
Okie dokie. Intelligence, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So Kia had the first shift on the row.
Second.
Yeah, the second. By the time you wake up, the sun's out. The night, so 3 hours ago, you had one last look at the stars and the sky, and it was clear sky. You managed to get a pretty good sense that you were in the right direction as you wake up today, and you're looking at the sun, you're looking at the horizon. No longer do you have the capacity to do anything than say north, south, east, west. 3 hours ago, northeast was the right direction. You are now going east northeast. What would you like to do?
Okay, I see what's going on.
We need to turn more west.
Yeah, west. Like a northwest.
We should just go straight
Or
north.
straight north. Straight north.
Because if what you're telling me is correct,
Mhm.
then northeast was the correct direction a couple hours ago. Then we're going east northeast, which means we just need to go straight north to correct overall.
Let's go straight north.
Okay.
North, follow that way.
All right.
While you guys figure that out, I'm gonna go get breakfast for everyone.
I jump into the water to go kill one of the sharks.
Shit! Oh,
When he comes
fuck.
back, I will cast Warding Wind and fill the sail.
All right, Jabo,
I needed him to work.
help
the
me
other
out
door.
real quick. Do you float like a normal person?
He's made of wood.
I mean, he's
Petrified
made of a
wood.
kind of wood that is something not like birch.
So I think I'm heavier and slightly more dense than a human. I think I have to struggle a little bit harder
Okay,
in my mind.
that's what I think, and I'm just making sure we're in the right
A
place.
little bit, not quite a person in heavy armor, but not a person necessarily either.
And your armor configuration is set for,
Medium or light? I think it's medium. Is
and
what we
no
settled
medium
on.
armor has dexterity penalties, right?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Only. Well, no, sorry. It depends on the medium armor. The scale mail and half plate do, but then chain shirt.
What is the
breastplate,
8
and the other
armor
one don't.
class of scale mail and half plate?
14 plus 2 and 15 plus 2.
What is your armor class represented as, Jabo? For medium?
I have an how it's represented.
Is
Oh,
it
I'm
14? Is it
checking
15?
this.
Is it 13?
It's called studded armor essentially.
Oh, he's got studded leather.
Sorry, leather.
So it's light
No,
armor.
he's
You have
got
the light
light
armor
armor.
configuration.
Yeah, I think I must have picked the light
Okay.
armor one.
All right,
Yeah,
that's fine. You don't. You're
yeah, because it's going off my dex of +5.
No penalties at all. Depending on your armor configuration, that's where we would have gone. And you drop down. You do drop down fast, but you have the capacity to swim normally. You drop down when you want to, like a stone, and you plunge into the water. It's a deep blue immediately, the sun piercing well into the, I guess, a light blue immediately. And you see several sharks moving around the water. They initially scurry off, but you see them return and begin to circle under you at first.
I mean, if I'm gonna run straight up, just try to one-shot one, hopefully. Bonus action, Zephyr Strike, run up there, hit him with my scimitar.
Yeah, roll an attack.
Okay, so first I did the Zephyr. Oh, well, okay. Let's see if I hit first.
All right, so that's a damage. All right, yeah, 22.
Yeah, that was the Zephyr Strike part of it.
You come in right on this shark.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's not the right shark. Let me get the real shark.
Shark is
A real shark.
That shark. Well, just the shark, the appropriate shark. 22. You come right in. You blaze through the water, creating a stream behind you, and the shark tries to swim away. He's not fast enough to react. You hit him, striking him for 8. Was that 8 plus 5 points of damage?
Yeah, is that enough to kill him?
It is not, as you take a big
So,
slice
second
out of the
attack.
side of him. You spin around again, missing with the second strike. He darts
Dang it.
out of the way. Do you have a third strike?
Nope, but then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to head back, and I don't believe it procs an opportunity attack. Let me check with Zephyr Strike. Because I'm trying to get him to follow me while the boat's moving, essentially. Roll.
You zoom back away and you're swimming the other side. The shark actually scurries away
Yeah, it doesn't
from
provoke.
you.
It doesn't provoke
Completely-
opportunity attacks.
Completely afraid. Has no idea what the fuck you just did. Its instincts tell it to flee, and both sharks dart away.
All right, I get back on the boat. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't get it. It got away.
That's all right.
So I'm looking. Whoa. I'm looking at the hunter shark stats, and it's got listed under in its stats water breathing. The shark can breathe only underwater. Thanks. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you put in all the redundant information so people can't argue about it.
That's
like,
fair.
Well, maybe in the
I mean,
D&D world,
there might be land sharks.
like the
Sand
mutant sharks, the mutant ninja sharks, whatever they were called. All right, so
There's were sharks.
you get
Oh,
you
Oh, what edition we're talking about?
you get back to the boat. You pop your head out. Everybody saw J-Bo jumping. What did you do during that time?
I'm still rowing.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to. Who is Mama? Who has the Mama sword, by the way?
I was
No
wondering
one.
about that.
It's on the Pixie, probably. It was.
Yeah, it was in one of the compartments on the Pixie.
You hid it away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Noted. Thank you. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Because none of us wanted to deal with that fucking thing.
I'm sorry. You didn't want the magical talking sword so carefully crafted by one of your great Patreons.
We love our Patreons, but not
Free shark
everyone
stars.
is gonna be a blockbuster.
No, honestly, that was. I'm so glad I didn't have to do
I
that
actually like
voice
the sword
constantly.
in the sense that
I
I
would
hated
have
it.
though. All right, so you get back up to the ship, and the boat's just a few feet from where it was earlier. It's moving steadily along. You see J-Bo pop up. Well, you're eating all your vegetables now, right? That was the great sword.
Yep, mother sword.
What are you? Anybody else doing anything throughout the day? Because this is another 8 hours of rowing as the sun begins to peak.
I'm gonna create
Try and do
wind
that wording. Oh,
instead of rowing. I'm gonna fill the sails.
Okay, you pull the
20
sails
mile
up.
per hour winds.
You're gonna do what now?
the
Are you-
wording wind that she put in.
Oh,
the chat.
I missed it. Yep. You said when J-Bo gets back, you do warding wind. Strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around you. This is up to 10 minutes in a 10-foot radius. So you stand back and do you say anything?
No.
Okay. J-Bo climbs up on the raft and you create this wind. 20 miles per hour hits the sails as the thing takes off. Front end lifting up a bit. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 12.
Don't fail me now.
As the boat lifts up out from under you, suddenly Kia, Larry, Kester.
I'm with you, all of you.
You're fine, Joe. You don't have to roll. But Kia, Larry,
Going back
and
for the
Kester
shark.
immediately fall into the water. Everything you have is suddenly soaked as you dip into the water several feet. The boat taking off at a 15-mile-an-hour pace.
Stop it!
Oh, come on.
It lasts for concentration until you drop it.
Do I hear my friend splash into the water?
I hope so.
Then I will drop it. I will lose
She can't hear it. She can't hear it.
Why can't you hear?
Disadvantage on perception
It's
checks.
deafened. She's deafened
Yeah.
in it. She has to be able to
Deafens you and
see
other
us
creatures
falling.
in the area. Oh, and you're blind because of the thing.
But that hasn't
Oh
gone
my
away yet.
God.
This is a different day. She's still white blind.
Who's around
You're
me?
right. You're right. It's gone away. You're right. It's gone away. You take a moment. After a moment, you look around, and your friends aren't there. Most of them. And to be fair, Nox holds on, and Nox sees them and can easily tell you.
I can't tell her we're all deafened. I'm yelling at her. Stop that ship!
You see Nox making these faces.
Wait. I'm still good too, right?
Oh,
'Cause I got 25.
Yeah, you're fine. You're on 2.
Okay, just making sure. I was like, you said just Nox, and I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, you're fine.
So
many of you
25
fell
isn't enough
off,
for
I
the
was
human.
really surprised. Oh, shit, Steven, 1 second.
Oh, no.
Steven's not in a good place to be swimming right now.
That's pretty good.
He falls off.
Wait, he's disadvantage? Oh.
Disadvantage because of tinkle
Because of the
toes.
tinkle toes?
He's on tinkle toes, and the what's passive perceptions, real quick?
16.
No,
13.
Sorry, people in the water. 13.
Oh.
Kester.
12.
It should
Kia.
be 13.
Okay. You all see. You all hit the water hard. It takes you a few moments, and you surface again. You look around. Take a moment, take in the situation. Joy, Nox, and Shelt are a good distance away, speedboat distance away after about 30 seconds of time. You see Shelt, Nox, and Joy on the boat, and you see Kester and Jabo and Kia in the water.
Oh shit, where's our guy?
So we just lost Steven.
I will.
Not yet.
I thought you just said we
armor.
didn't see. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember Casey just saying that you could see Steven.
24.
I might have misheard, though.
You
Do we
see
see- like, when we look
Shelt,
behind
Nox,
us?
and Joy on the boat. You see Kia, Kester, and Jabo surface.
Yeah, so the heavy armor.
Steven's got heavy armor, so he's sinking.
Oh, because he
no
just got
legs.
that.
Yeah.
I will.
Nox, you might have just killed him.
I will.
The one who killed him? I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna go under and try and find Steven.
I'm going with Kia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Okay, if we're aware of it, yeah, I'm following.
You see them two dive under the water. I assume you want to follow.
Mhm.
And
I'm built for it.
you think you might see him at the bottom? You think you might see something below you? But it disappears out of the light pretty quickly. Bubbles coming from that direction are the only indication you have. That
Every round I get Zephyr Strike to double my movement.
I'm gonna scream fuck under my breath, take out my wand, and I'm gonna polymorph into a killer whale.
Wow!
That was a surprise. I wanted it to be a T-Rex, but this works too.
What level is Polymorph fourth?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you
They know I'm here.
You suddenly, Jabo, you shoot down quickly. Kia, you start to swim. Jabo, you're able to get under the whale before it appears in the space that it wasn't. Kia, you were blasted way off to the side. The water and the displacement of the whale suddenly surfacing pushes you violently away. One second, it's freezing. Back. Jabo, you're diving down and you see the bubbles going. Kester, what are you doing?
I gotta get down to him.
So you start swimming. Both of you give me an athletics check. Whale athletics.
The whale?
Please do. You may have your swim speed as well, but I don't know what the whale swim speed is.
It's 60.
Okay, so you just go 60. Jabo, what's your speed with Zephyr Strike? It's
So it doubles my speed. My actual speed is 30.
and then halves. Okay.
Oh,
So
that's
basically,
weird.
it's 30 because it doubles. So
Okay. So you
So
begin
it's
to move.
30 and 30 with my second action, or not my with my instead of attacking.
But this large creature passes you very quickly.
This huge creature.
Huge.
Well, because it's
creature.
60 and 60,
It is
isn't it?
Fucking 60. And you watch as this killer whale pushes you out of the way, kind of at the force. He's not nudging you, but the force of the water pushing you to the side. Kester, you very quickly come on to the form of Steven, who's frantically waving his arms up at you, trying to swim.
I would try to swim under him and pick him up, and then hopefully he grabs on.
Okay.
Because I can't really talk to the guy.
Yes. You're trying to be nimble.
You can always just swallow him.
You know, yes, let's swallow the guy. That's a great plan.
I mean, just put him in your mouth and don't swallow.
Yeah, swallowless swallowing.
Yeah.
Swallow.
What are you doing,
Hey,
Kester?
Kester, do you swallow?
I don't swallow.
They are not voices in your head. What are you doing?
I know. Yeah, the first stretch is we're gonna try to get under him and let him land on top of me.
Give me an
If
acrobatics
that doesn't work,
check.
we go with the bite. Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking whale. I guess I have a +7.
I mean, Free Willy could do some flips.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not Free Willy.
Yeah.
Free Willy,
Yeah, he's a
Willy's
blue whale.
flips were athletic.
Well,
What did you say, athletic? I thought he said
No,
acrobatics.
you're acrobatics. You're
No,
trying to
no,
be
I'm
delicate
sorry.
with your work.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
that's
manage
pretty
to
good.
pull under, and you dive deeper. You surface back up, turning and twisting around, getting your nose right as you're coming up at him.
Mhm.
He's flipping his shit.
Oh, yeah,
he is
I bet you would
panicking. He is trying to get away. He's pulling his arms out. His legs not moving at all.
That's unfortunate.
As you get up, you push your nose. His body goes flat against yours, and you begin to surface with great force. Jabo, you're swimming down. Kia, you're just getting.
Yeah, I
your
gave
bearings.
up. If he's already doing all that, I don't waste any more Zephyr strikes, and I start swimming to the top.
Yeah. Go up.
As this great whale breaks the surface, breaches the surface. Sheltjoy Knox, you see this as he comes out of the water, hits peak, and Steven starts to. Joy, you've gotten control at this point. Knox, I imagine you guys are turning it around.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you see Steven splash into the water several feet from the boat and begin to sink again.
Thorn whip.
Roll an attack.
Oh,
It hurts, but it works.
If it hits, he's got heavy armor.
He's got heavy armor. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's 21.
Thankfully, it's
I
only the
was-
first roll that takes it.
Yeah, let's take the first roll.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's 21. I sold the 28.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I was just.
Thorn
my
Whip comes
God.
into the water, rips around his waist, and yanks him out. You see him. He hits the side of the raft. That's most of where the 6 points of damage comes from as his ribs crack into the side. He tumbles over the side, and he lets out a horrified. Oh, fuck! Ah!
Welcome back to the surface. How do your toes feel?
Tingly.
I will.
Now, my question is,
What about you?
did he just barbarian that commoner damage?
Did he barbarian the He's not a commoner.
Okay.
Can't you tell drug dealers are not commoners?
My other option. My other option was he's actually learned something.
He looks in bad shape. He's taking a massive hit. He's fine.
Oh yeah, no cure wounds.
He starts coming to as you lay your hands on him, and the rest of you may get to the ship at your leisure as it's now stopped. As this great whale is doing what?
I'm just gonna swim around the boat. I got an hour.
You're not gonna push us?
Oh, I'll push us. Yeah, sure.
That's
Got
going to be
some
about
rope,
as
let's
good as
go.
this 20-mile-an-hour wind. And here's how we're going to close out tonight's story on a cliffhanger.
Oh shit, it's 9.
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit.
didn't even realize.
A little bit.
Yeah, the ships see us.
Oh yeah, they totally know. I fucking cast polymorph.
Don't steal it from him. Let him say it.
A little bit of a narrative exposition as you get everybody in the boat, you heal up, you recover, you get everybody prepped this time. If you whether you're casting wind or using the whale, you begin to propel yourself forward. But on the horizon, the invisible ship's not so invisible anymore. They are coming from the east. To the north and the west, you see the island. The very particular thing that you see coming in your direction, aside from 6 ships, is that the third ship seems to be made of a it reminds you of the Pixie.
That was fast.
Its branches gnarled, twisted, and dark. From the side, 2 large trees in their own right extend out into the water at a 45-degree angle. Its limbs twisting and turning back and forth, propelling the ship forward. It looks and reminds you of the Pixie, but it's not the Pixie. It's not anything familiar, but it is definitely living. It is definitely chaotic. It is a grown ship under the influence of Enlo. And they seem to be pinged on some kind of high-level magic that was just detected in this area. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh no.
It's
yeah.
the evil pixie. It's the dark pixie.
Chaos Dragon.
Oh no.
It's the law pixie?
The
But it-
law pixie.
Instead of the chaos pixie,
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
the order pixie.
order pixie. I like that better.
Negative pixie.
It's the
Quas.
it's the Primus
Mega
pixie.
pixie.
It's a pixie with a mustache and a top hat.
Does it twirl and they go, ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, you did say I had like 2 long trees. That's kind of like a mustache.
On the bow, since Des is asking, on the bow, it does not have a wooden key. It does. It has nothing more than a spike.
You.
Ramming speed.
The thing I wanted to put on the pixie in the first place.
Wait, it's a unicorn then.
It's a unipixie.
Oh my gosh. They
Lots
went,
of-
fuck mermaids. Here's a unicorn.
Lots of travel,
Jesus.
lots of getting away from the bad shit, leaving Dominimo and his island to solve it for themselves. I
Get
hope
away
that
from the
does
bad shit.
not come back and bite them in the ass, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to travel.
Always does.
What were we supposed to do?
I mean, it's not like we had to fight the army by ourselves. There were defenders.
Yeah.
There were defenders, and there was also an army of clerics, but the problem is we have to get through the army to the clerics
The
and
thing
defend.
I love doing the
That's
most
possible.
in D&D, not video games, in D&D, is giving you a problem that I don't know how to solve and hoping you can solve it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We're going to be back next Tuesday at 6. If you look at all of the things that I had in the starting channel, which we'll be working on, editing my stream a little bit, give you some more depth, we have the Deputy Delvers on Friday, Digging Deep on Sunday, and we're in the works of planning the third game, unnamed at this time, with Sadra and crew. We have 3 deputies now. Holy shit! I think we're almost at just a pure D&D stream. Like, that's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
That is a lot of.
I'm fucking
Doing lots
excited.
of D&D.
So excited. Who's in this one? Nox is in this one, right?
Well, I'm not Nox in this one.
Not Connor is in this one. He's a real
Not
person.
Nox.
Connor is this one.
I
in
want the
this
other one to be called Not Knox.
Yeah.
This is what's actually happened. They're saving their
Spell
points
Nox
for the
backwards.
other streams to get back at Nox in a different angle.
Oh no, yeah. People have been angry at me for a while. Bring it, I say, bring it. Verily so.
I have just so you know, Connor. I have 39 and 50 piles points.
Wait, would you say Joy? You're in? You are in. You are in. That's right. Joy and Jamie and Nox are both
And
in this
Quaz.
one.
Quaz.
And Quaz is
Sadra.
making another appearance. Sad's making another appearance, and 2 brand new people. We got brand new people.
Right now, there's one brand new person in an empty spot.
Wait, I
Wait,
thought-
we can
backed
have
out?
new
We
people.
had 2 people, I thought.
One of them decided
Backed
that
out.
he couldn't play.
That's unfortunate. It'll
Yeah.
be figured out. No worries. Ladies and gentlemen, is anybody streaming after this?
I'm
9.
going to bed.
Okay.
I gotta make dinner first. I would like to stream right after, but I need to eat.
You should. It is
is
it
good.
is so late. It is 2 hours from my current time, and that's still late. Get some rest. Get some Be safe. Most importantly, be safe. Get out
Wash
there.
your hands.
Wash them. Like one minute. They're recommending you clean surfaces for a minute now before touching
Yeah.
them.
That's mostly because Clorox wipes aren't really effective on it.
And also, if any place says spray bleach on yourself, fucking don't.
Don't do
Don't
that.
spray bleach
What?
on
Who
yourself.
said that? Who said that?
There are people who say that it is okay to spray bleach on yourself because it will kill corona. And it's like, no, don't do that.
Just shower.
Just
Twitter
shower.
and Facebook are bad places to go.
Yeah.
Treat the
Like-
police. There we go, Quaz.
Ugh.
That'll help you.
Be
Yeah,
safe.
That's how you get.
Fortunately, the show can still continue. We are glad to be here for you. Please continue to be safe and be fantastic because you're all fantastic people. Get into that art channel. I want to hear your fucking book recommendations. Go do those planks because I believe in you. That's not a lot of plank. You could do. Did you do it, Joy? Did you do it, Jamie?
Not yet. No. I'm gonna.
But you're gonna.
I got to 2.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Wait,
I'm working on the rest of the pyramid.
I
gets
missed
hard at
that. What are we
45.
talking about?
I'm talking
So-
about in the channel. We have 2 challenges. We have the art challenge, which is recommend a book with a rating and a couple of sentences describing it, and then the powering up challenge, which is just a pyramid of planks.
Gotcha.
It's
Oh.
super, it's either super easy or super hard, but you can do it all week. There's no pressure. Get out there and get a little bit of improvement in your life. Be the best you that you want to be. Tomorrow, the rest of, I have some of it, the rest of my desk comes in. And this is that powering up. If you haven't seen it, I got a desk. I'm gonna push a button, and it's gonna lift up to standing height. I got a treadmill I'm gonna put under it. I'm gonna walk. All future delving in deeps and all future games, I'm gonna walk the whole time. That's my power up because I'm behind a computer way too often. I'm gonna walk while I play video games.
Can you walk while you DM?
I can.
Oh.
I can't do it at my computer, but I just got one of those little mini bikes.
Yes.
I've biked 10 miles just playing video games on my Xbox in the past week.
Nice.
Get on that quarantine workout.
I've just upgraded just because I have VR now, and I'm just playing Beat Saber, and Beat Saber is a fucking cardio workout.
Here's the thing, nerds. That cardio workout while playing video games, dude. Find the game that gets you physical, because
Dance
we're
Revolution.
already so.
Every single
keep
week.
killing me.
We fit.
We fit. Balance
We fit.
board, ring fit. If you got that Switch game, find what works for you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm gonna close it out. We'll talk after this, guys. As usual, don't go away. We'll see you next Tuesday. I'll see you on Friday, and I'll see you on Saturday. And if you haven't checked out Bruno's game, he's got Fade to Karos. It's his own world. I'm a character, and that character's adorable. And if you don't get over there and see the adorable character that I play on Thursday, I'm sorry you've missed out, but I love you anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Daddy.
And after I have dinner, Quaz and I are going to be playing Stars of the Old Republic, the MMO, because we picked that back up.
What level are you right now?
Our characters are like we just started, so we're like 14. We're real early.
Got it. What's
Yeah,
he
they
playing?
got
What's
to like
Quaz playing?
8 by the end of their.
No, we got double
What
digits.
class is Quaz playing?
Did you?
He's an agent, and I'm a bounty hunter.
I could be a Sith.
And we're on the service to Tail Sean.
I want to play. I'm downloading.
You could join us.
Bad
Yeah, download it.
Daddy. I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
Oh boy.
Bad Daddy.
It keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does it keep kicking me in the dick?
Bad Daddy. Not your son. Bad Daddy.